Happy Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, that feels like a Friday.
Oh yeah.
Should have been a Friday, is not a Friday, but it's okay.
This week feels oddly long already, and it's only Wednesday.
It kind of does, but not in a negative kind of way for some reason.
I'm happy for you.
It's like double feeling. It feels like it's long and it should be Friday, but I also don't feel like it has been long. Does that make sense?
You have a double feeling?
Yeah, it feels like it should be Friday, but it also doesn't.
So, you're saying I should stop giving you cookies before the stream?
No, that you should always keep doing.
But you ate the last ones. Stop that. Hello everybody. Hello Evie. Hello Poop Lord. How are you doing? Today is a day, so I'm playing Dead Cells. Nice.
Enjoy, have lots of fun, and kick butts.
No, it's Sunday. I'm happy it's not, because that means I would have missed my Saturday. And I need my Saturday.
If it was Sunday, it really would have been shitty, because that means I just skipped the entire weekend.
Thank you for saying what
Exactly.
I just said in different words.
Yeah, but I said it better. Fair, fair.
You have all the best words, yes.
Like, we can agree with Friday? I don't mind it being Friday, that's okay.
Fabulous. Thank you for the host. Please everybody enjoy this Christmas themed mug. Crap, I forgot to fix the overlay.
What?
That's what I stopped doing.
What's broken?
Forgot to do. The same thing as yesterday, Tifa. Or did you fix it?
What was
Mm-hmm.
broken again?
Wow. It's Christmas again. It's always Christmas somewhere. Christmas is a state of mind.
With you guys here, it's Christmas every day.
Enjoy this almost green screen affected, but not really Santa Claus mug.
How are you doing, my little croissant? How's your Wednesday coming along?
To let everybody in on the joke, Fabulous has a job where he has to deal with croissants. Lots of croissants. More croissants than any normal person will ever deal with in their life if they're not a baker. So, yes, croissants, it's a thing.
I wouldn't mind the house smelling like croissants though.
I sometimes smell like a croissant.
No, you don't.
I know. But they didn't. Wow. You remember the whole thing where we go along with each other to feed?
I did.
Thank you very much, Tifa. Thank you very much.
Look who gets a mug with a handle. I know, finally. Even though that's probably coincidence because I complained about it yesterday.
No, the mugs without handles are in the dishwasher. So.
Meaning the sink because I'm manually washing.
Yes, true. And I'm doing the vacuuming. Would you ever fuck up and send me a croissant? They look really good. Fabulous posted some pictures of them in Discord. They look delicious.
That is very true.
I would love them. How do you, at home or wherever you're currently watching from, enjoy your croissants? Me, I like them with marmalade. At a ratio that I think most health professionals would disagree on.
No. You like your
marmalade with
croissants.
Yes. If I can still see the croissant, there's not enough marmalade on there. That's how I eat them. How do you do that? Maybe I should finish sentences. How do you do? Oh wait, that means something else.
How do you do?
How do you do?
How do you do?
Flameo, hotman, hot woman. If you get that reference, you're awesome, by the way. Show me the photo of the croissants. Pooplot, go to our Discord, or our Infodies Discord, I should rather say. I think we have a command for that. Click that, join it, and go to the photos channel. I want a croissant too, I'm lurking. May or may not be finishing a chapter of a fanfic. Groundhog.
Oh, nice.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
Have fun, and go get a croissant.
Or bagel.
Yes. Or bagels, yes.
Those are the things you can always eat. I used to love chocolate croissants, by the way, Fabulous. But lately, not really. Like, if I have a croissant, I usually just have a plain one, and then with cheese or marmalade.
Plain with cheese.
Yeah, but chocolate ones were definitely my go-to croissant. I don't know when they changed.
I've always been a much bigger fan of croissants with how do you pronounce that fucking word in English? I'm gonna say it in German.
Marzipan.
Marzipan filling.
Marzipan.
Marzipan? You understand what I mean, right? It's this almond paste stuff. It's delicious. It makes you fat. It's delicious. It's made from almonds and sugar, basically.
I'm gonna Google that because I have no clue.
It's really good. So that in a croissant.
That is true. That is really good.
If you're enjoying food in your life, health professionals disagree. That too,
is
yes.
true.
That too. Half lurking while I'm TAing a class doing a coding project. Okay. It's almost been 2 hours and no one asked a question. Or one person asked a question. Shouldn't they be asking more? Also, hello Motonerd. How are you doing? Hopefully well. And happy Wednesday to you as well.
I always find that a bit awkward when you're doing that. And every time it's like, anyone has questions? And then the entire time it's like, nope.
And you are standing there thinking, but you should.
Like, at least, come on.
I mean, you should.
Something.
I'm just saying. Is it disgusting to lick your phone screen when you see a beautiful croissant?
No.
I'm gonna go with no, but please remind yourself to clean your phone thoroughly every now and then.
Actually, I'm gonna go with yes, because apparently, like, your phone is, according to research, is dirtier than a toilet seat.
Yes, because a lot of people use their phones while going to the bathroom and they never clean their phones. And you should really do that. Like, I'm just saying, I personally can recommend disinfecting your phone regularly, especially during a pandemic. That's what I'm doing.
Very true.
Please check with the manufacturer first if the stuff you have can handle that. Mine can, thankfully. So I disinfect mine every time I come back inside because I don't need COVID. I can do without.
You would think they would ask more. Exactly. I know. And to be honest, I usually was one of those people too that sometimes just listens, asks a question every now and then, but not that many. But then I had to do something like that myself a few times, and then it was like super awkward when no one asked questions. So now usually in meetings or presentations or whatever, I always try to ask at least 2 or 3 to make it seem like, oh,
I was listening.
I was really listening, even if it doesn't necessarily have directly something to do with it, but more indirectly, just to go into it. I don't know, I always feel awkward otherwise. Or just give feedback at the end.
I've received trainings, I've given trainings, and I've dealt with colleagues and staff after the fact. And what I like to do at my work is every time I meet someone new, when they just recently joined our team, I tell them, never stop asking us questions. We are here, some of us are here, we're help desks in a way. We are here to help you. Don't feel bad about asking questions, that's a good thing. We get paid to help you. If you will, you can put it this way, please help me keep my job by asking me questions. I just try to break down all the barriers of people not feeling comfortable enough to ask something, because you should, especially in a professional field. You get paid to do something well. If you don't know, ask. I don't see the problem with that.
I am gonna be honest here though, if you ask me the same question 6 times in a row on the same day, I will get annoyed. I will still answer, but I will get annoyed.
It could also be you though, because have you listened to your recaps, for example?
My recaps are great.
No. Disclaimer, I agree with the general sentiment Tifa was trying to convey, but not in her particular case. I'm just saying.
But being asked or asking questions should never be a bad thing though.
Maybe Motonard is a very good TA. I approve of this message.
That is true, but then it's
I would think so too.
Good to receive some feedback, especially if you give these things online. And a lot of places, like at Jack's work, they don't have cameras on. And you ask okay, is it all clear? And
not
you just
mandatory. You can, but you don't have to.
And you just have to silence. People are on mute. You see no camera, and it's just
all right, moving on.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, Jack, if you said it in such an assertive way, I'm sure I ain't gonna ask you questions. I'm just trying to help you and make people feel comfortable, and please, asking questions. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be too assertive for you.
Ask your damn question, Pooflord.
I'm often the person who asks too many questions and gets anxious about being judged. I understand that too, and that's why I also add, if you feel like you ask too many questions, don't. If you do, we will tell you, because we're here to help you. That's how I try to keep it at work. Because I understand that feeling too. I've been like that at some point in my life. And I had to learn to grow out of that.
That is fair.
Yeah, it's not easy.
And to be honest though, it is or was my job to answer questions.
Yeah, same. Still is in a way. Less, but still is.
Yeah.
Martinat is a wonderful TA from what I've heard. Aww. I would think so too. He has good points occasionally, unless
I'll believe it.
Unless when he makes you have to jump in because he spoils the game that we're currently playing. Don't worry, I forgave you, but I don't forget easily. Not these kind of things, so I may or may not bring it up occasionally.
Yeah, sure. 2 + 2 is 5. Yes.
Any questions?
No, that's clear. I get it.
The amount of times I'm wrong at work and people tell me that I am, I like that. I know, shocking, but if I'm not right, it's perfectly fine to tell me. I don't have a problem with that.
As one who once, in another life, presided over the fools who call over the fools who call themselves students, I can tell you with certainty that most of them will not understand at first, no matter how good the teacher. But that is fair.
Yeah.
Like, you can't necessarily explain one thing and blah blah blah, and assume they will get it immediately. That is perfectly fine.
Just from a likelihood perspective, if you have a class of, let's say, 20 people, and you have lots of experience, you found out all the ways you can reach the majority of them, like what? You're gonna be able to get your message across to like 10, 15 maybe? But the other 5 will just not get it necessarily. And that's fine. When you can just ask someone, I think you should be allowed to ask someone, hey, sorry, did I get that right?
In bigger
I didn't
groups,
quite get that.
That's already harder.
Yeah, but still. That's why I can only recommend, if you're ever in a situation like this, I learned while I was giving trainings, to kind of like back in school, make people do things. Like, hey, you, person A, can you repeat what I just said? Hey, person B, can you come to the front and show us what I just explained? Can we go through a scenario like this? With everybody, especially when I felt like maybe they didn't quite get it. Not to put them on the spot, but to show them, hey, I see what you're doing, and I'm here to make sure you can do it afterwards, so let me help you. There's no shame in that.
I have the bare minimum training at the moment because the woman training me just disappeared and won't be back for a few weeks. No one officially training me right now.
That's not your fault. I know this might seem obvious to some people, but I would like to remind you, Fabulous, that's not your fault. If you don't have training, you don't have training.
Yeah.
So, yes, do what you can do, and if you can't do it because you haven't been trained for it, that's how it is. It's not your fault for not getting trained properly.
Sure, do what you can, do your best, and if you're unsure, ask. That's all you can do.
Yeah, I agree with Modern. That's shitty of your trainer to just up and leave when you haven't been fully trained yet. Maybe not necessarily the trainer. It all depends on the scenario, of course, of the exact situation.
Could be sick or anything.
Yes, but more like the people responsible, because if you only have one person who can train someone, maybe you want at least a second one. Like, redundancies are good, especially when it comes to training staff, because like in this situation, one person's gone, and now we have to wait for them to come back.
Like in this situation, I would probably just team you up with another employee. Like, walk along with this person.
Also fine, if you ask me. Learning by doing from someone else who you can shadow, and they see what you're doing and they can correct it, yeah.
Usually it works best.
As long as it works for everybody.
But you got this, Fabulous.
And for croissants.
That's true, you got all the croissants.
As a student, I never paid attention to most classes because I left studying it on my own, but if I couldn't understand it, I would go back and watch the lecture.
Oh, that's handy that it was recorded then. Oh, look at these times, like back in my days.
I was gonna say, yeah. I'm old enough, I still had to physically attend classes and we didn't have recordings of them.
I know, right? We didn't have calculators on our phones and we had to physically attend classes. There was no watching it back. Or
You young whippersnappers!
Homework online.
What do you know about the struggles of my generation? Yes, basically. No. I was told it was for family reasons and makes me think she or someone is sick. Yep, fair. It's not necessarily her fault for not being there. I'm pretty sure there's a good enough reason for that, but yeah.
Yeah, if someone just disappears for a few weeks.
Get yelled at by management or customers, it makes me feel like it's my fault. Because they don't know who else to blame. And for the customers, because to them, you, being a representative of a company, are to blame. Not you as a person, but you the company. And if your management yells at you, to be honest, they only do that because they can't accept the blame for their own decisions.
Also, don't worry, Groundhog. Rent to your heart's content. We're willing to share not an art with you.
Yes. Yes, I can't find a better way to put it. Yes.
Just imagine.
That is adorable, but we don't have exclusive rights to Motonaut. As much as we would love to, of course, we don't. So, do your thing. It's fine.
No, once you show up in chat, we do have exclusive rights.
Yes, all of you. You are now... let's not let Tifa get into another colonies talk. It's not gonna go well for anybody. Having worked at Subway when I was in college, I know how rude customers can be. Yeah, in every field where you deal with customers. I fully understand when people who have done customer service at some point just go, no, I'm fucking done. I don't want to do this anymore.
Customer service is so underpaid, or underappreciated is the better word.
Underpaid and underappreciated, yes.
Yeah.
Every job dealing with other people, if you ask me.
BRB, my mom is stealing me. What is this? She didn't consult with me.
Wow. Let me type a passive-aggressive message to your mom. Dear Groundhog's mom.
That should arrive, right?
Thank you for having an awesome child. Jack. There you go.
You would claim ownership over a princess. Such arrogance. We will camp at the bottom of your tower.
Tifa, why so many words? I don't see a no.
Oh, that is very true, now that you mention it.
You can argue it, but I don't see a no. When the conversation's on three fronts, one in DMs with Groundhog, one to finish this class session, and trying to pay attention to stream, so I'm frazzled.
I'm just saying though, besides Groundhog, I think paying attention to stream is second priority, and then class session... No.
It's close. No, actually, no.
We are very informative, I'm just saying.
Clearly. How about we do it like this? We tell Groundhog to tell us the messages to read out to Motonaut. And then we relay them. No. Take it easy. It's fine if you bow out for a moment or for the rest of the stream. You do you. Please, we're here for your entertainment, not to make you feel like stressed or whatever. That's the opposite of what we're trying to do. I know we have personalities that make it hard to understand that sometimes, but we are trying to do something nice for you watching and listening. So.
I'm pissed at management for many things. Yeah, I think that's the case wherever you work, to be
Still
honest.
unfixed schedule. Manager berated me, yelled at me in front of customers for not being trained to write on cake. I can hardly read my own notes to myself.
Yeah,
I would think
that is true.
You actually need to learn how to best move while writing with icing and stuff. Especially depending on the icing or frosting.
I never tried actually. Maybe we should do that.
We could try. Forgot to have to wade through an alligator-infested lake just to get to school. Uphill, both ways, in summer, during a blizzard.
And a heat stroke.
Yes, I've been there.
Yeah. That was back in the day.
Yeah, you kids don't know how good you are. No. You know the funniest shit about people going, you don't understand the hardships I had to go through when I was your age? Spoilers. These people saying stuff like this, they're full of shit. Just because I went through something doesn't mean you should too. Like, life should get easier, not still be difficult or get worse. No?
That too, but I think we can agree that each generation comes with its own hardships.
Yes.
I mean, 30 years ago, people didn't have problems buying a house. I mean, look at...
Not as much. Yes. True.
It was, I would consume, pretty easy and also cheaper, but you know, we can...
Truth. Yes.
We can argue about that.
It's one of my favorite discussions if I do feel dumb enough to discuss stuff with my grandparents. Like, oh, we had it so much harder. I'm like, yes, I know. You grew up during World War II. I am aware. And I'm sorry for all the shit you went through, but why does my life need to be like this? I understand that you have gone through horrible things. Like, not necessarily that extreme, but people who were born like 40, 50 years ago. Like, I understand you have dealt with issues. That's okay. Sorry about that, but doesn't mean I have to do the same mistakes and all that. Oh, my cursive is shit. I learned at some point during high school that if I write in cursive for too long, my hands feel like they are broken. So I stopped doing that. And instead I write... How do you say that in English? In German, the word is Druckbuchstaben, as in print letters. You know, normal, I guess? Not cursive? Whatever the opposite of cursive is.
I didn't write in cursive in so long. Let me
That pen is broken.
Oh, I noticed. Give me a non-broken pen. I usually... How do you say it when you don't write in cursive? Block letters?
I don't know. All of you, please, teachers. I got you both beat. We always studied in the middle of a hurricane.
Oh,
Impressive.
How do you do a V? Like
hey, Poop Lord, I guess that really blowed. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, I tried.
I don't even know how to connect the letters anymore.
Class is done. Yes. Now you can focus on even more things at the same time, Motonot. Now I can eat my lunch. Enjoy. Please take a moment. Eat your lunch in peace. Have a moment to yourself. Take a break. A proper break.
How do you do the R for...
With your hand and the pen. Hello, Fody. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday.
Okay, I have not done this in years and you can't read it because it's mirrored, but that's what my cursive looks like.
I like how it says legs.
Yeah, that's on the other side for some reason.
Give me a piece of paper.
That is surprisingly hard. Holy shit. There's no way I would do that with... What do you call it? Piping.
Piping?
Well,
oh,
you
like
call it
that,
piping,
yeah.
no?
Better than mine, Tifa.
Yeah, no. That is so hard.
Been in meetings for 4 hours. Nice. That sounds like my day today, actually. I was in meetings for, only 3 hours. And then I had meeting free time to work on stuff. And then the last meeting got cancelled, so I was able to continue working on stuff. Yeah, similar.
Hope they're good meetings though, Fody. How are you doing today? Ooh, Matanart, enjoy your lunch. Groundhog, also enjoy your lunch when it's done.
Yes, and blame Motonot for not making you some. Just saying.
And for your mom, have fun with her
My mom
friends.
needed help setting up for her friends coming over to play Mahjong soon. Ooh, I've never actually played physical Mahjong. Only on your phone.
I wouldn't even know how to set that up.
And only your phone, funnily enough. I never downloaded one of those apps.
Yeah, sometimes I miss it.
I love writing
I like
cursive.
playing it.
I'm gonna try.
You're already fucked up. You let go. Isn't it like in one smooth line? That's what makes it look so weird. Anyway, I have no clue. I can write in Doctor though.
This is my default setting, like not legible.
I feel like your cursive seems easier to read actually than your normal thing. I spoke for all of those hours. Fody, have a glass of water.
Unlike Tifa, I'm actually smart and I wrote it like this, and I can trace it so you can actually read it on chat. Actually, what
Riggs,
paper did you use?
one that was laying there. How you doing? I've been in a meeting with COVID and Mary. Oh, marijuana. In my bed all morning. That sounds like you should have.
Top is cursive,
Oh,
bottom
wait.
is how I normally write, except of course it's the wrong way around for you, but you get the idea.
You should write the other way around.
Do you honestly think I'm smart enough to write mirrored, like, on purpose?
I can't even do that with 2 letters.
Still better than mine, the fuck? And my hand already hurts from 4 words. I write like this barely ever.
I hope though, Riggs, that your symptoms aren't too bad and that Shelby's
Yeah.
also doing alright. Go,
Yes.
take it easy.
Yes, indeed.
Snuggle in bed.
Do what she said.
It's popular with older Jewish women. She plays it with friends from our synagogue.
Oh,
I don't even know how you would set this up,
me neither.
like on an actual table. I don't know, that would just...
In the video games, you just press refresh and then reset it on volume.
I know.
I don't know. Thinking of using time travel to no-hit all the other bosses. I want to get all the achievements. You go do that. You have the technology. I got. I had to set up a scanner that took literally all day. You and your, like, analog devices. It's disgusting. Printers, scanners. Ugh.
Scanners seem like a lot of work.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Be right back, putting cheese sticks in. Enjoy those cheese sticks, Vody.
Bring us some too.
Eat some for me too.
All
Like
that.
for once, I actually would skip on the cheese sticks. And this is a one-time moment that I'm saying this because I had so many cookies before stream. I don't think I can handle a cheese stick right now.
I wouldn't let you eat cheese sticks right now because you have reached your daily intake of just about everything. I try to round out our food daily. Shelby's been at her desk all morning typing on my old keyboard. So I had keyboards in my COVID dreams. It's a mechanical one, I take it. I hate those.
I love the mechanical ones.
hate
It is
mechanical
so soothing
keyboards.
to listen
No.
to it.
No.
Yes, I love
No.
them. I used to have one at work. Well, it wasn't an official mechanical one, but just a very loud one because I type loud and fast. And then my colleagues actually swapped it out for one of those silent ones. And I don't know, it feels like it throws everything I write off. It's like emotionless, has no feeling. The clicking is so nice.
Phone died, but I'm back. Welcome back.
We get you.
Go resurrect that phone. So clicky, I like it. No, I hate with a passion mechanical keyboards. I understand why people like them. I hate them. I hate the sound they make, the amount of pressure I need to put on them with my delicate little fingers.
That's not with everyone though.
My mother...
I don't like the
This is-
ones where the keys stick
Shut the
all
fuck
the
up.
way out.
This is how old I am. I remember my mother using a typewriter at home to type documents before PCs were commonplace everywhere. And that thing was so damn loud, and mechanical keyboards remind me of that.
I really do like those though.
No.
The typewriters are also kind of soothing.
I should not feel like I'm going down with my entire arm to press one letter of ink on a piece of paper.
But you also have keyboards like what we do that are like flatter but still loud.
And I
those
still
are
hate them.
perfect.
No.
Absolutely perfect.
My
It's
old one is
nice.
semi-mechanical.
Yes.
Unfollowing, I want to refund my gifted sub as well. I disagree with everything being said now. And
To
that's
be fair
fine.
though, we have different opinions. So with who do you not agree?
True,
Just for
You ca-
scientific...
you cannot disagree with us both because I think we cover all parts of that spectrum.
Sure.
I hate them and she's okay with / likes them. I don't agree with Jack. That's fine.
Oh, that's
Somebody
normal.
has to buy those things. It's just not me.
No one agrees with Jack.
You are a lovely, wonderful person, Tifa. Now what, bitch? Now what?
Yeah, but that's just you agreeing with my opinion.
I didn't expect that level of 4D chess. Okay, yeah. No, not bad. I heard you say check scanner was walking away. Yes, 4D, I was making fun of the fact that you have to deal with so many archaic devices that do things with analog data like scanners and printers and whatnot. Everything should just be digital.
Groundhog! Whoops.
Real? I didn't mean to just randomly tag you. That's love. When you randomly tag somebody.
But it worked.
Even if your brain didn't fully think of her, your typing did. That's love.
Also, Fodi, don't worry. We just said that scanners probably seem to give you the most problems at work, no?
Printers. I would say printers.
No, I think scanners.
Printers. Fuck printers. I don't agree with Jack. Can I get a 50% refund? No. No.
No refunds here.
You have to pay 50% extra next time you sub to cover the emotional damages I have from knowing that you like mechanical keyboards.
This is a capitalism stream.
Mm-hmm. Please fund my pension.
Also, the one I have now, says Rix, is a tactical mechanical, and I love it's quieter than mechanical.
Tactical. Tactile.
Oh, tactile, sorry. Then
It's
mechanical,
tactical.
but louder than another one.
It wears fucking Flecktarn camouflage, and if you throw it in a forest, you'll never see it again. Tactical. It comes with a suppressor. It has food rations stored
what
in
I
it.
was saying. I'm just saying. Also, enjoy the lentil soup. I could
Yes,
not totally eat lentil soup right now, but I could definitely eat that some more.
I like lentil soup.
I feel like we haven't had that in a long time, but we had it last week.
Yes. It's been a long time, depending on how you look at it. I can't type on standard keyboards anymore. I do just fine. I cannot type on mechanical keyboards.
It's really hard if you're used to one keyboard to then swap it with a new one.
Yes.
It feels really awkward.
Going from one type to the other is like wearing different shoes suddenly after you've worn the same ones for years. It feels awkward. I don't like it.
It is. My second birthday present. Oh, for you just got here. I was like, did we miss your birthday? But no, Groundhog's birthday is still coming up.
Yes, I remember that. Ooh, what's it gonna be?
Tell us what it is.
Yeah, Martina, tell us. We won't tell her.
Also fabulous. Thank you for the clips.
Yes, thank you very much. So, Fodi, you had to install ancient software. Installing a very nice software I don't have available for download. Nice. Yeah, that's printers and scanners and all that for you.
Sounds like a plan.
I've been banished to my room to eat. Wow. How mean. It's a secret. You can tell us, we would never tell Groundhog. No, it's a secret. I accept that. Tifa, how about you hit us with another secret, and that is the disgusting art of your recaps. What happened during our last stream?
Recap time. The most important thing to know, don't you start sighing already, is that my main character,
Kaede Akamatsu,
Kaede, is dead. I was the blackened, I'm the one that killed Avocado Man, so I am out of the running. And we just started chapter 2. Not that much going on yet. We're currently in our room. It's one day after the class trial. Kaito just came to get us for breakfast, and that's exactly where we left. It's the most important thing! This was a good recap, I'm just saying.
My mom took the kitchen chairs from a junk, put them with a setup table in the den so neither room is available. Fair. Obviously my room is the only place left. Ignores the dining room. Or the room with a Shrek plushie. That's your dad's office, I think, if I remember correctly.
I believe so. Your dad's study room.
Yes.
Oh, and one more thing.
Thank you for that clip.
Now that I see it in the title, it seems really bad.
Yes. I mean, I was thinking of tactical. But like this, I like it even more.
And I forgot one more thing in the recap. Monodam killed... Mono Kid during my execution and kind of took the spotlight off of me dying, but sure, it's okay. Now I'm done with the actual recap.
And you'll get the actual one in a moment. Hello, the Nerdlyweds. That's an amazing name.
I love the name.
And yes, we are indeed a couple.
Nice to see more couple streamers.
I'm so hyped. Thank you. Thank you indeed. P.S. Hi.
How you doing? How's your other half doing?
We're currently recapping what we did last stream. And you're lucky because you're one of the people that missed her version of a recap. Because they're bad.
My recap was great. Before we start, have you played Danganronpa before? Or did you come in randomly?
If you have, please no spoilers. If you haven't, happy to have you, but you might want to consider not watching because everything that's happening in these games is a spoiler.
Imagine new people coming in and you immediately start with, oh no, go away.
But I don't. You understand what I mean, right? I explain the reasoning behind it. These are story-heavy games. They're great. I think people shouldn't get spoiled the way I don't want to be spoiled.
We've never played it. I can recommend playing the games, but fair warning, like Jack said, we're currently in the 3rd game. And if you haven't played 1 and 2, this is gonna have some really heavy spoilers.
Yes, basically that. We appreciate it, we hate spoilers. You've been warned. So, recap. Actual recap. We finished the class trial of chapter 1. We finished all the tutorials, of which there were more. Somehow, still. Kaede turned out to really be the Blackened. Her reason being that she wanted to try to find out who the mastermind is, to get rid of them, to end the whole killing game. That's the word. But ran out of time because, you know, if nobody dies by the end of the 3rd day, then everybody dies. So she had to do something, and she went with the most likely scenario she found, in which the mastermind behind it all would be the victim. Didn't turn out to be that way because Runtime wasn't. Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated.
Thank you for the follow. And just FYI, we play different games on Sunday at the moment.
Yes. We're playing this one all through the week, but Sunday it's something else.
Appreciate it though.
You're always welcome here. Just saying spoilers. Stop making me feel like conscious about saying that. Thank you so much. Hopefully catch you guys back then. Yes, indeed.
Thank you so much for dropping by though. Much appreciated.
Thank you, Groundhog. Yes, in case you muted us already. Yes, what Groundhogs are.
Oh, fair.
Wait. This message. This right there. Thank you. I'm really smart for making it so that the text is there and I can point at messages. Mwah, I'm so smart sometimes. Anyway, Kaede, for all the best reasons seemingly, turned out to be the Blackened, and got punished for it because, yes, that's what happens in these games. And her wish is that we all escape this horrible killing game and become friends afterwards. So the one good thing about all of this is that your favorite main character voicing person is now back in business, not playing second fiddle anymore.
Thank you, Nerdlyweds.
That's me, in case you wondered. Thank you very much. We had a little kind of goodbye scene where Shuichi played the Debussy song, according to Kaede, that she mentioned earlier. It was heartfelt, emotional.
We had a touching moment.
Yes, we basically said goodbye to her. And yes, now it's the morning of the next day. And there was an intermission kind of situation happening between the chapters.
It's a very long recap, by the way.
Because a lot of stuff happened.
Yeah, but I made it shorter.
Tifa, with recaps, size matters, not how you use them. And the intermission makes it look like we are learning about the story in the game that has happened some time ago. Because there were people looking at those memorial pictures, 16 in total, and talking about how they all died. But so far we could only see
Me.
Kaede's face, actually, which is weird because Rantaros should be there too if it's all the people who died in this killing game, no?
Oh, true, now that you mention it.
Yes!
It's odd that he wasn't on there.
Yes! Good thing I added that to my recap, huh? Doing the creepy head thing. Jack, it's a great recap. Fabulous.
Wow.
Thank you.
What about my recap?
It sucked.
That is true, a lot kind of did happen. Which I, of course,
Yes.
also put in my recap, but still.
It was a shorter stream, but wow, so much happened. Yes, Groundhog, I'm glad you all agree. And I'm very happy that at least half of us made or gave that some sort of justice.
See, my recaps create happiness.
You are entitled to your own opinion, 40. That is okay. It's okay to disagree with this. And I'm glad you enjoy them.
Oh yeah, and I'm taking over the system voice now.
Yes. I'm desperate for some eggs. See? Someone sees the notification text. Thank you very much. Benjima, how are you doing? Happy Wednesday. Love you, man.
Does Twitch even still send those out?
Occasionally. Sometimes with an intense delay, but...
Rarely. How you doing, Benjamin? How's everyone? How's your Wednesday?
Actually, all jokes aside, I haven't gotten a delayed notification in a while. I know it's easy to meme on Twitch for fucking that up, but
That is true, actually.
for the last couple of weeks, actually, 1, 2 months, maybe, I didn't have a problem with that at all.
That is fair. Either I get it,
I didn't
or
see
I
it.
just don't, or get it on time, or I just don't.
Wait, wait, Benjima, wait, you can't go eat yet. Wait a second, come back. Listen to me. You and I came up with the same pun.
I'm not even sure what is in our go live
Clink.
notification. Come despair
Come
with us.
despair with us. Yes.
Notification texts, people get those? Rarely.
Yes. Yes, we do. I get them. See, Groundhog does. Can eat some spaghetti and watch you guys. Yes, I love spaghetti.
Spaghetti's a good choice.
Exhausted and hungry. I'm sorry that you're exhausted, but I feel every food tastes better when I'm beat. No?
It depends on your level of beatness, I would think.
Okay, yeah, fair. If I feel like I'm about to fall over and just pass out, then no.
Yeah.
Yeah. About to change one of those things. Nice.
You know what you should do, Benjamin? Go to bed early.
Yes, indeed.
You should.
I've seen the notification before. Yes. Monokuma himself made that pun the first game. Stop acting like it makes you clever. No, I don't think I will.
It definitely made us clever.
Yes. Probably influenced me.
Can I put on the game?
Yeah. Wait. Let's see if that already... Why does it not pick up the game? Why is OBS weird sometimes?
No, maybe I shouldn't do that.
There we go. Now you can.
There we go. Time for chapter 2, which took us only 30 hours.
Oh, since listening to awesome music. Sorry for whoever was here while we were setting up, because I saw while setting up that somehow OBS broke the volume. And that was loud as fuck. So I turned it down when I saw. Sorry about that. Hello Zen, how are you doing?
Zen.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. How you doing today? Basically what he said, but I'm saying it better.
Wow, you wish. It looks like you were desperate for some attention.
Time to hit this vape, relax with my eggies. That's a good Wednesday, Fody.
Yes, you deserve it.
Go take your break. You definitely deserve it.
Why can't I click things? Oh, because I wasn't in the game.
Yeah.
Just got a text from a 60-plus-year-old shop foreman. Nice. What did he tell you?
I was gonna say a text. People still do that, but yeah, it makes sense.
2 brains, 1 pun. Fabulous. Favorite clip. I always feel bad actually going into the game with these games because this title music is so good.
Oh, 27 hours of playtime.
Yes, because it doesn't count the time we've been in menus, I guess. Because on Steam it is 29.9 hours playtime.
We gotta take 2 hours off. It was 27 and a half.
Well, we'll see the total playtime at the end of the game.
Well, I feel like the game's kinda over now, but let's get on with it, shall we?
And now it's time for breakfast. Oh, we also learned that Shuichi doesn't normally eat breakfast.
Oh yeah, true.
And when he wanted to tell us, or tell Kaito, what he does instead, he got cut off. So I was asking how I'm doing and when he can expect me back. He knows if he has to hand out some of my inspections. Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
That's sweet.
Oh, wait. 60 plus years old foreman. I thought old foreman as in from a previous job. Yeah,
No,
sorry.
foreman is like...
No,
like a...
not. It was about him being 60 years old and not that he's 60 years old and his old foreman. I misread the text.
Oh.
Not smart.
Wow. Did Tifa ask if people still text? Yes, I haven't sent a text message in I think years. And I'm
Tifa,
not counting WhatsApp.
people still call it texting even if you use instant messaging like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger or whatever.
Oh yeah, okay, fair.
I think only in Germany do people actually say, oh, WhatsApp me. That's a thing Germans do. I'm sorry about that.
No, we do that too in the Netherlands, I think.
True, yeah, no, true. You make it even worse, but let's not go into it.
Yeah. But fair.
Who do you think would be more guilty, me or Mega? Guilty of what?
That's a good question.
That depends. These puns are really starting to get tedious. No matter not, they never will. I love puns. I run on puns.
And yeah, I was talking about SMS.
Yes. Does anybody still say SMS?
It's been years.
Who still uses SMS? I know I don't.
I'm not sure. My voicemail.
True, but that's more of a system thing. That being said, writing.
Honest.
Yeah, like if someone tried to hide writing in grass. Weird, right?
That is weird. Atua says it's just graffiti.
Also, we skipped over that too during my recap, and I'm sorry I got affected by her shoddy recap. This chapter started with Gonta finding writing that said horse A.
Oh yeah, horsey.
Yeah, Tifa of course went for Pokemon. I was thinking a horse, something like that.
True, Ganta was looking for bugs in the grass and then found a message.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, if Mega and I were in Danganronpa, who would be guilty? Mega.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think I would also go for Mega.
Yeah. I have a video of him doing sit-ups and he would definitely crush all of you. He would be the last person standing. Easily. Not because he wants to, but because his survival instincts kick in. It's a survival of the fittest type of scenario. Yeah. I agree, Mega, yes.
SMS is used to send text between Apple and Android.
Yes. Instead of iMessage.
But why would you text someone with an Apple if you have Android?
An iPhone, you fool. What do you use to text a pair?
Oh,
I've root text with SMS. I actually need to check my phone after stream. I don't know when the last time was when I sent an SMS.
It's been so long that I don't even know group text or a thing with SMS.
Same. Do your line, let's pray to Atua.
Atua says it's just graffiti. Now we don't gotta worry about it anymore.
Jeez.
Atua, that's even more suspicious.
My.
Oh, are you saying Atua is suspicious? How sad.
Cut it out.
That's none of your business.
Jeez.
What's up with you guys? Are you still talking about that graffiti?
You know...
Is graffiti just like an umbrella term that I'm not aware people use like this? Because that didn't look like graffiti in the sense that I've ever seen graffiti. Like
Was it
sprayed.
scratched in stone?
It could have just been like a Sharpie or something.
Fair.
Translate for me. Don't forget to drink your water. Vergesst nicht euer Wasser zu trinken.
Vergeet niet om je water te drinken.
Copycat.
No, you.
Yeah, they're green. Oh yeah, true. If two people send text messages and they're not both using Mac devices, it reverts to text messages, SMS. Yeah.
I never noticed actually.
It is. Graffiti is a general term. I was today years old when I learned that. Thank you. I really only thought it's the stuff you do when you spray.
Someone kill Angie ASAP.
I think someone will.
Instead,
Andrik.
I'll thank Enric for the host.
Indeed.
How you doing, Enric?
Happy Wednesday. Can we do something?
What?
Can we put a fucking post-it in front of us with a current weekday?
I said Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, but
You
I
said
had to
Happy
think
Wednesday.
about it again.
Someone said Happy
I was
Wednesday.
like, Happy Wednesday. I'm dumb. Whatever. I brought Shuichi, so let's start eating breakfast already.
Breakfast.
I quickly realized that everyone was staring at me.
I was gonna do my line.
But that's me, that's not the system.
Should have been my line.
But it ain't.
Ah,
How does it feel to not be the main character anymore?
yeah.
Too bad, so sad. As I expected, they were looking at me with surprise on their faces.
That doesn't look like surprise.
Not wearing his hat.
Good morning.
Called it last time.
That
Point
is
for me.
true. I'll give you a point for that.
And still, this makes me sad because it would have been so sweet, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting that, if he had done that when Akane could still see it. He got the ahoge, official protagonist.
What's an ahoge?
The idiot hair that sticks out.
Oh, the cow lock or
Cow spit, you've
cow spit
called it.
lock. Yeah.
Doing well, had a meeting with my boss where I told her I'm not enjoying the work that I've been doing and asked if she could look into other departments I might be better suited for. She was nice and receptive about it, so hopefully something comes from it. I'm very happy about that. Yes, finally someone who has, in the grand scheme of things, good things about their job.
I'm glad that it sounds like you had a good
Yes.
talk with her.
Yes, that is very important. Yes.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they can find an alternative for you.
Yes, or that the stuff you get to do in the future is more up your alley and that you enjoy it more. Because having fun at work is important.
It is. It makes such a big difference.
True. True. Send a picture on your Discord and pics. Nice. Also the official or the first protagonist to canonically use the bathroom. Remember chapter 1?
I think so. Didn't we say we would wait outside during the time? When we were checking the bathroom?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah, that's the
go
thing
or
that
something.
happened. The hair boomerang, yes. It kind of looks like a stinger. Nice. It's a cowlick. That's what she calls it.
Yeah, like I saw I'm not even sure, I think it wasn't really a meme, it was more like a little comic where this kid was sleeping, his hair was flat, and then you see this cow coming in like all
Mission Impossible
style from a rope, licks his hair, and then when he wakes up from then on he always has the little hair standing up, which comes from the cow lock. Or
Cowlick.
cowlick.
If I find that picture again, I'm gonna post it on
It
Discord.
is really cute. I'm gonna find it after stream. And that's where it comes from.
I'm gonna guess. I can't talk anymore. Wow, we're not even an hour in. Gonna start Danganronpa soon. Zen, enjoy. Warning: everything you see in this stream is a spoiler. So just so you know.
Yeah, if you don't mind spoilers, then you're welcome. If you do not want it spoiled,
You're
then...
still welcome, but for your own sake, you might not want to watch/listen.
Yeah, what he said.
You're welcome for me fixing the way you set up that line.
I was close.
I love that one Tifa, it's adorable. When Kaede thought he might be dead, but nah, he's just in the bathroom. It's been too long. It's been like, what, 3 weeks?
Enric was a monster would buy bagels for work and not have them sliced. But if there's nothing on the bagel, why would you pre-cut them already?
I'm with Andric. If I bring stuff, I also don't pre-cut it. I do that there.
I would just let you cut it yourself then.
Yes. Yes. Team Andric!
Team Bagel!
She rang his doorbell and he wasn't responding. Oh, yeah, true. I remember that.
Oh.
Slightly.
And that was suspicious as fuck too.
Yes.
I don't mind, then you're welcome to listen
Yes.
along.
He would bring cream cheese, so you know how a knife works. You can cut your bagels yourself. Andric, more power to you. More power to people like us.
Oh, Cowlick meme in Discord, you found it. Thank you. I'm gonna check
Thank
it
you
out
so much.
in a bit. But no, that is perfectly fine. Especially, like, just imagine you buy bagels in this case, and you always cut them perfectly, but then you cut it for someone else and you fuck up and you have like this super thin slice on one side and then it's like this on the other hand and it's like completely fucked. Or you cut them in half the wrong way, and I'm just saying it makes perfectly sense to let you cut your own bagels.
Yes, and then you are personally responsible for another person eating a bagel with stuff on it, and they don't have the right ratio of bagel to stuff on the bagel. Can't have that, can you? I wouldn't want to ruin somebody's food like that.
I have it saved on my laptop. That's just
Nice.
how great the little comic thing is.
Yes.
It makes sense.
Can I just say Kaede was right and he looks so cute without that?
Yeah. You know, if we have seen
We see more of
this-
his face actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's on purpose, but yeah.
If we saw this earlier, we would have already guessed that you were gonna be the main character to stay.
I mean, you should have just looked at me and known I was main character material. But
Actually, did Kaede also have a little thing? Like, I can't remember. It's been so long since I died.
yes, oh my god.
I hate it when I miscut bagels. I can...
Kind of, Tifa.
Yeah, it counts. It counts. I'll take it.
I hate it when I miscut a bagel. Yes, exactly. I hate it when I die and forget my hairstyle. I know, right? Such an everyday issue. We are really discussing the hot button topics of this day and age.
It happens.
That's why you bring them pre-sliced. They do that for place. No. No.
You know the one thing I don't really get though? Like, everyone now seems shocked that you're not wearing your cappy thing.
Yes.
But you've only been wearing it for like 2 days.
100% of the time these other characters have seen Shuichi, it was with a hat. And these are teenagers. Remember when these things mattered? Exactly. It's a thing. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, Shuichi.
I didn't recognize you.
Voice. I got you on my TV. Yes.
We're on the big screen.
She's taken this role very personally. Yes, she has. And he was very much hiding his face from it and not making eye contact. Yes.
Yeah, nah.
Having specifically worn base caps for that exact reason until I was in my early teens, yes, I understand this.
You finally got rid of that emo hat! Is this because Kaede died or whatever?
Or whatever.
I said it before. I'm gonna say it now. I'll probably say it a million more times before the end of this game. Fuck Kokichi.
Quiet, you male! Learn some manners, why don't you?
I think this is one of those rare instances where degenerate male would have been perfect.
Oh, huh. You're not wearing your hat. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, thank you.
Learn some manners too, you insensitive jerk!
No, I just felt like it was getting in the way is all.
Is that really insensitive to say that?
To be honest, I don't recall if Akane said in front of everybody that he would look better without the hat.
Yeah, but just to say like, oh yeah, you're not wearing a hat. Why is that insensitive?
Well, because Kokichi is making fun of the whole situation.
No, it was about Kaito. He was like, oh, you're not wearing a hat, I didn't notice. And then she was like, oh, stop being insensitive too.
Because it's kind of a big deal and she knows that.
Mwah. Mwah.
Kaito, you himbo. Translate for me. Omae wa mo shindu. You're already dead. Du bist bereits tot.
Je bent al dood.
Ja.
That's me. Ik ben al dood?
No, you. 3.5 terabyte more to copy. 40. Have a tea.
You're close.
For a second I thought he had 2 hair antennas and he looked kind of like an insect, but that's part of the background.
He does look good without a hat though, gotta say.
You don't have to stare. I just took off my hat. It's not a big deal.
That is correct.
My apologies.
I
Like it. I think you look more handsome with your hat off.
Atua agrees.
I want an antenna. Oh, that sounded odd.
Yes, very high pitched.
You can get an antenna, Fody. How nice for you. Unlike plain Jane over here, who turns invisible as soon as her glasses come off.
Tsumugi?
I am plain, but it's the other way around. Taking off my glasses reveals my true form.
Or is it one of those movie trope thingies where she takes off her glasses and she looks completely different?
It's like, I'm Superman.
Holy shit, who are you and where's my girlfriend? You're back! When in doubt, it's a reference. Yeah.
Didn't you know, those who see my true form pay a terrible price?
Listen up.
Do you think we'll still see her true form without glasses?
I think we're gonna see her in cosplay at least once.
She's gonna be an alien, isn't she? Something like that, something weird. Pretty sure. Anyway, don't be late anymore, Shuichi. We already decided we're eating breakfast together.
This is stupid.
You decided that on your own.
Yes, of course.
Yes, I prepared breakfast for everyone.
Really? You did? She seems super handy to have around.
That is correct.
She's a maid.
Breakfast doesn't magically appear like in the other ones.
It also didn't magically appear in Danganronpa 2 until Teru died. I think.
No, it did, but Teru decided to make his own because it's better.
Oh yeah, true. There was
he
this whole thing
started
where he
it.
was like, oh yeah, when we came in here there was food already, but I made it myself because I'm better. And then when he was gone, they had this whole thing like, oh now we don't ever get to eat his delicious food anymore, which is such a waste.
Yeah. Indeed, it was no trouble at all. Imagine having to prepare breakfast for 15 people though.
It depends on what you make.
Even if it's just bread, that's a lot of work.
You just make a bigger batch.
It's a lot of work. I have prepared an Italian omelette, buttermilk pancakes, smoked salmon galette.
If you, listening/watching, have never made pancakes with buttermilk instead of milk, do that and thank us later.
Or cake in general.
Yes.
Also much better with buttermilk. And I hate buttermilk.
Yes. Plain buttermilk, no. In cake and stuff? Yes. Very yes. The fanfiction I was reading and will finish after the stream, Teru is the antagonist.
I hope he gets further this time.
Yes.
And for those who prefer Japanese cuisine, I have prepared rice balls and miso soup.
Hirumi, be my mom. Gonta wants you to be his mom too. What are you two even saying?
I'll show you guys something really neat. Look, when Himiko eats, she makes the cutest face. Oh, she's like a small animal.
Stop it.
No.
You're making it hard for me to eat. What animal would she be? A porcupine?
I don't know. This kind of stuff makes people self-conscious about eating in front of others, but I can kind of understand that.
Fair.
Just eat butter and then chug some milk. Much better and healthier. No, don't.
That's what his grandmother does. She
don't.
eats butter by the stick.
She could, if she would, if you'd let her, yeah. No, don't. Protagonist? Not protagonist. We chatted casually as we began eating the food Kirumi brought out. Now on pancakes.
Amazing.
Gonta, not mean to flatter, but all this food so yummy.
Pancakes.
It's so delicious, it makes me want to cut off my tongue. Why? Why would you do that?
Can't relate to that, but I'll stick to angels peeing on my tongue.
Yes, but... What? Yes.
Can I trigger that?
Also add extra salt to the salted butter, you'll love it. No, no,
Nope.
no.
Would have been nice.
Martinat and I had that struggle too after the protagonist swap.
It sucks.
I feel like I'm riding a bike again after not doing it for a while. I missed the discussion, what did we struggle with? Making hot chocolate in a microwave.
The main character dying.
Yes.
Because I want to read Jack's lines where it doesn't show his picture.
And I'm sitting here waiting for her to read the line, but then I realize I'm that voice now. Rude, Jack, I'm sorry. Did you already do that line?
The outside is packed tightly so it won't fall apart, but the inside is nice and soft. I'm soft all over.
I was gonna say.
Because the rice wasn't crushed. Crushed rice. You can taste every sweet, sticky grain, even when it's cold.
Is that sweet rice? Or sweetened rice they use for rice balls?
Jeez.
I'm not sure. Hey, do you have some sort of god tongue or something?
May I?
Is that a reference to, what was it? Food Wars? No?
Yes.
I think their god tongue is an actual thing with
Yeah,
one of
you
the
have
characters.
a perfect palate. You taste something, or you taste a fully cooked dish, and your palate is so good that you can tell every single product, where it comes from, how it's gotten there, the truck it drove into the store, how it's been prepared, everything.
Water?
German tap water.
2020?
22. That's not
Comes
2-year-old
from-
water.
Saxon? Maybe South Saxon? Something like that.
They're lying. They were discussing how eating. No, Mother, no, no.
By not crushing the rice, air is able to flow between each individual grain. The triangle shape itself is less important than maintaining a loose grip as you form the shape. You will find it much easier if you imagine yourself gripping it with your entire body. Okay, well, whatever works. That's the ultimate made for you.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't make rice balls. I can't even tell the difference between rice and termites. I've never eaten
What?
a termite, but I want to believe that there's a difference.
What? I just remember the first episode of Portlandia. Never seen it.
I have not seen it either.
I'm also lactose intolerant, so either option sounds like absolute hell. I'm not lactose intolerant, and I still have to agree. Yes, I cannot recommend anybody do that.
Hey.
How have you survived this long?
Oh?
What's wrong, Keyboy? You're not eating.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot you can't eat that, cause you're a robot.
Wow.
Hey,
Hey now, don't look so down. I'll bring you a broken TV later.
Well.
Fuck this kid. I don't want that. I'm not a waste receptacle.
Kibo and Kokochi seems to be getting along swimmingly. Kokichi. I said that.
Phrasing, Jack. I'm reading out the lines.
What did you say?
That fucking kid.
Yep. You gonna press A?
Enter, but yes. You'll get used to it. We'll still be here for like 40 streams. We were having a normal conversation, as if nothing had happened. But we all knew it wasn't really normal, it was forced conversation. But that's to be expected. That incident just happened yesterday after all. Everyone's forcing themselves, that's why.
Feels like so long ago already.
This kind of forced normalcy is just making us remember what happened. What's the matter, Shuichi? If you're not gonna eat this, I'll just help myself. Sorry, hey, I was gonna eat that. Pushed those unnecessary thoughts out of my head and shoveled food in my mouth.
By the way,
That thing Gonta talked about earlier, are we going to go check it out?
Ha! Fucking virgin!
Quit fussing over some lousy graffiti and worry about your shitty future instead.
I only realized that now, but does she have barbed wire around her neck?
Yep.
That seems unsafe as fuck.
Could be like rubber.
Oh, like it's not actually barbed wire. It just
Yeah.
made it look like that.
I would think so.
But I've never seen anybody else wear it. It's probably a necklace.
There's been
Necklace.
There's been a time where, you know, those spiked necklaces were a thing with the pointy things.
No.
Yes, and like around your wrist.
No,
as well.
I don't remember.
It was like around the time when I was in high school. It was like all the rage to wear like spiked bracelets and those choker things. Yes, exactly.
Do you know how long ago that was?
Yeah, like
See, I don't.
14 years, I think.
It was a
When
punk
did I go
rock
to
thing.
school?
Triple choker look is certainly something. I had a spiked necklace. That went past me and I never had anybody in my class that wore stuff like this. So.
I did go for the whole punk gothic look in those days, and I still really love that, but I never actually wore those things because some of them were actually spiky and I would definitely hurt myself. Go like,
Yeah, I see you bleed to death from that.
like,
And one made out of those white spiky shells.
yeah, exactly. It was a whole thing back then.
I had choker. I missed out on all the fun stuff apparently. I don't know. I always wanted one. Go get one now.
Yeah, you can still buy it.
Or make one out of croissants. Sorry.
It's like a snack for on the way.
True, you can always eat it. Huh? Graffiti? Going to find it this morning. No, Jack, no.
Horsey. Horsey.
Whatever words can you make with those letters? Because I don't think it's horse A.
A. Maybe it's like several words, like H or
Wait.
C. I'm guessing words are missing, to be honest. Like it could be line by line.
Those are numbers.
No, you're not gonna write them on the... Put it on here, on the back. On the
we
back.
don't need a whole page for your
At
predictions.
least do it at the bottom. Or on the back of the page.
I just remember that anklets were a thing and I had to share that.
True.
I remember those.
That was also definitely a thing.
The back's been printed on. I'm gonna reserve a little bit of space on this piece of paper, Tifa, and you will live through that.
At least do it at the bottom.
That's what I'm doing, you fool. I say...
Wow, not even a straight line.
This doesn't say horse A, you need to flip it around. And then it is...
6.
I don't know what the next one is supposed to be.
6 flipped around.
I'm guessing like a 7.
A 5.
6, 7, 5, 1, 0, 4.
Wait, 7. Where the fuck do you see 7?
The second one.
The second one, that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any of the other letters. So.
That is not...
Like I said, someone's a big fan of water types. Yeah, this is our very own Misty. On concrete, hidden in grass. Words horse A written there. What do you think it means? There's also a horse B somewhere. Well, its meaning it's entirely shrouded in mystery.
I see.
We didn't even personally go there.
Real quick story
About a horse?
about horse A and horse B. A couple years ago, I forgot where that happened. I remember reading it in the newspapers here, so many years ago.
Here it comes.
A group of people got 3 pigs, like actual pigs, and wrote on them pig 1, pig 2, and pig 4, and let them loose, I think in a dormitory somewhere.
Sounds like a Zelda quest.
Now, besides the fact that that's an asshole thing to do, if you can get past that, it's kind of funny because everybody kept looking for hours for pig 3. And that's what that reminded me of, and I really hope there's a horse B and C there as well. Back to the video games. Sure.
That was so
That makes
random.
sense. But that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, that's fair, but that's very random.
Misty, the ultimate marine biologist. Ultimate person who didn't get a bike back for Misty. That's what I've thrown the ring.
True, she never actually did get a bike back, did she? Don't
Horse.
remember.
Also not bad.
Yeah, it could be that we need to mix it up.
Horse A means we're actually getting a redux of a Twilight Syndrome murder case, but with horses. Oh no, please. No. No. No, please no.
Yeah.
There's a Pokemon fan game with trainers, I think. Should be.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He soar.
Soar. What kind of soar are we talking about?
Looking for someone who flies. Gonta.
That's true. Kanta flies straight into my heart.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's
Still your line.
yeah. Not even the ultimate anthropologist knows? I thought it was some anthropology thing.
Yo!
Well, how about it, Shuichi? Let's hear the ultimate detective's opinion. I don't know. I don't know either.
But...
Kanta, I'm surprised you were able to find that graffiti hidden in the grass.
It's not really hidden in the grass. It's on a stone slab.
Feeling divine?
Do you channel the divine too?
No.
Oh, that cause of tiny bugs.
Bugs. I thought vermin were nowhere to be seen in this academy.
Oh god, we're gonna fight. Oh. I figured calling them vermin would make him angry, but... Yeah, Gonta think that before, but...
But...
When out walking in courtyard, Gonta think he see tiny bug. But bug so tiny, even Gonta no could see it. And Gonta have 20 out of 0.625 eyesight.
I have no clue what that means, but I'm guessing it's really good. I think that's gonna be important, by the way.
That he has perfect eyes.
Yeah.
Or beyond perfect. Now, if Horse A didn't have opposable thumbs, how did it open the door to the classroom?
No.
That sounds like the plot to a My Little Pony episode.
That is true. I missed that.
My Little Pony?
Yeah. I remember watching like My Little Pony movies together with Barbie.
I haven't. I've seen Care Bears as a kid.
I never really liked that.
Thank you for the clips, fellas. What do you use, a pear?
Thank you.
So maybe Gonta just make mistake, but Gonta think. No, maybe Gonta just see things.
Degenerate male!
Ah, just make up your mind already, you degenerate.
Means...
So you found that message while you were out chasing some bug. Wow, Gonta, you did it. I knew I could rely on you since the moment we met.
He's such an ass.
What? Really?
It's true!
Yep, so you should work for me.
Got it.
What?
What? You're going to agree to it just like that?
Be careful, Gonta. That guy's a real liar. What? Really? No way.
Thank goodness.
Good. Then Gonta no have reason to worry.
Will you believe just anyone?
Gonta, you're so gullible. You know, if you keep being this gullible.
No.
Oh, he changed color completely.
He
Now
went
it's a
from
negative.
white to black. In the class trial, he went white.
Yeah, and black hair. Now it's the exact opposite. It's like they color inverted his image. Okay. You'll be killed before you know it. Understand?
Ah,
The moment Kokichi said that word, the warm and casual mood shattered.
What's the matter?
What's wrong, everyone? Is there a problem with Kokichi's advice? Oh, Kokichi, you know should say things like that, even as joke. Say what? Kill? Has the K word been banned? Sorry, I didn't know.
Kanta is really sweet.
Yes. But that's not very reasonable, is it? Not when the killing game is still happening.
How can you be so insensitive, especially after what happened yesterday?
I'm ready!
This is why I hate degenerate males. They're about as considerate as amoebas.
I hate degenerate Kokichis.
Good point. Don't complain if some scary guy yells, "What color is your blood?" at you. Pink.
Pink. Amoebas. Amoebas.
Amoebas? Amoebas.
Amoebas.
Kinda sounds like amiibo.
Amoebas. That's how you call them in Dutchistan.
You really don't get it.
Amoeba, yeah.
I know.
It sounded kind of the same.
Amogus? Sus. Amoebas.
It's an amoeba.
Yes. You know why I knew that it's a Dutch thing? Because OE is the oo sound in Dutch. I knew she was reading it Dutch.
It made sense in English too.
No. Fungus Among Us? Yes. Now it is. Tifa kind of has the body of Among Us character.
More like an amoebas.
Amoebas. Thank you. I will not let her live that down.
I have a feeling.
It's that kind of talk that lets Monokuma play you all like fiddles.
Huh?
What? Oh, did you hear that? Don't mind me, I was just talking to myself.
Someone needs to shut this guy up.
Suddenly Monokuma.
Hello! Looks like you guys are having a good time. Let me join in.
Someone punch him. I wish. Kokichi.
Well, technically that's you too.
You wanna voice Kokichi? To make up for Kaede?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're having a jolly good time ganging up on me.
Isn't that your fault? Ganging up? No, bullying! Bullying is not cool. Bullying is the worst.
I genuinely agree, but not coming from Monokuma.
You're annoying.
Personally, I think bullying is because of lousy parenting. It's all the parents' fault. They should do a better job raising their kids.
More importantly,
Why are you even here?
Yeah?
I figured I'd give you guys a prize for surviving the class trial.
Oh yeah, more of the playable area needs to unlock.
Snacks, please.
A prize?
Rise and shine or sign.
I think I still heard Mono Kid in there.
Rise and shine or sign.
The reward, right? We brought it. Yep. So I'll just give it to you then.
remains of a once powerful
My kids seem a little under the weather. Well, even so, they're still freaking adorable.
I'm still on the fence about that.
Aren't you dorps?
Think
Except when they kill people.
Are you being bullied? That's...
I knew it.
I understand. From experience. From experience? Himeka, were you a victim of bullying in the past? Probably the bully.
You kinda did it yourself earlier too.
Is that why your heart is broken and you can't express real emotions anymore?
You're the worst.
Use your magic to turn the human rejects who bullied you into misshapen wretches.
Misshapen?
Mishappen.
Misshapen.
Oh, misshapen. Oh, never mind.
Amoebas.
Is all that remains.
I don't use my magic for stuff like that.
Misshapen.
And don't you make up my backstory. Hold on. The monocups bully each other? No way! The monocups should always get along.
Would be nice.
Hey, you kids play nice together, right? I'm not a lousy parent, am I?
I mean, Monokuma seems to spend most of his time making up gigantic death machines for people, so... Yeah, no, bad parenting.
I think he said that.
No, he didn't.
Even if you do bully each other real bad, it's not because I'm a bad dad, right?
We are all friends.
We all get along. Always.
Oh, yes, we do. See, my children are good kids. They would never bully each other.
Where was Monokuma during the whole thing where Monokid was even telling us that he kept bullying Monodam?
They only kill each other off. The bullying will never stop because of people like you.
Oh well.
Well, I think the threatening vibe we Monokuma... Let me stop. I didn't do the hand thing. Well, I think the threatening vibe we Monocups give off is perfect.
And that's that.
Because we're a team of scary badasses, we're gonna drag you down to hell.
Such adorable little badasses.
Got it?
Anyway, we're gonna hand out the rewards you've all been waiting for.
Next.
No.
Listen up.
Okay.
We got these here fabulous, nonsensical prizes for you.
Do they build the killing machines in the downtime or like as the murders happen? Do they use the murders as part of execution or they're based off their ultimates? We don't know. I'm guessing there is a killing thing for literally everybody and just some go unused. Because they all seem
That
very
makes
personalized.
sense. Yeah. Also, is that the
That's
thing
an
from
ocarina. Is the ocarina that thing from Ocarina? Yes. The game, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, is named after the Ocarina of Time, which in fact is an ocarina, which is a real instrument.
We have one somewhere laying around too now.
Yes, but not here.
A dragon gem, an ocarina, an ancient passport, and a hexagonal crank from some zombie game.
I would like the dragon gem.
This is all come in a bundle.
Wow, what a bunch of random junk! Bravo! Bravo! Yay! I don't get why these are prizes, but aren't they lovely anyway?
Why do I think we have to do with some of the statues we saw in the first chapter?
That could be. The dragon gem could go into the bronze statue.
Can we take a short break? Yes, we can. We'll be right back once Tifa pressed the button. And Fabulous, thank you for the clips.
PRB.
Thank you for waiting for us. We're back.
We are back.
What's all this crap? What are we supposed to do with this? Why am I not... There we go.
Tell you the truth,
Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe there's a way to use them without knowing what they're for. Who cares? Just put your best foot forward. It's easier to move forward than backward.
That's true.
Not really sure about that.
Have you ever tried running backwards?
Oh well, true, running, not really.
How nice.
No.
Don't get inspired by him, Kanta. Anyway, that's the situation. So just do your best however you please.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Bang.
Let's go.
Now that Mono Kid is gone, he speaks a whole lot more.
Gee, I wonder why. Maybe it's because Mono Kid kept making fun of him. You're gonna get payback for all the bullying by attacking us in our secret weak point.
Secret weak point? You mean the nape of our necks?
That's an Attack on Titan reference.
Not that. Anything but that.
Let's see if it works on Tifa too. This is now a Jack stream.
It is already.
Deal with it.
Wait, so the nape of your necks is your weak point?
I would have honestly thought it's the belly button.
Remains of a once powerful nation.
I would never do that. I just want to get along.
What? Get along? Really?
You stupid.
Don't let him fool ya. He killed Mono Kid, remember?
And off they go.
Yeah, and there seem to be no repercussions for that.
Why should there?
Because they killed one of the main antagonists, apparently. Or should I say, apparently. I couldn't not do it. Seeing that robot-looking one to... What?
Close.
Blelele. Seeing that robot-looking one get left out makes me think of Kibo.
Huh?
Am I really excluded?
So, what should we do with this junk?
Could it be?
Maybe we need to use these on those mysterious things all over the campus.
However,
And what will happen when we do?
I'm not sure.
See?
Well, we'll know once we try. I'll take the junk then.
This is the last dude that I trust with it.
Yes, he's probably gonna use the crankshaft to kill someone. No, let's leave this to Shuichi.
Huh?
What? Me?
Hey!
You're the ultimate detective, yeah? You should be good at weirdo puzzles like this.
Got it.
So I'm gonna leave it to you.
Teamwork.
Weirdo.
Okay.
I'll try. Man, what ifs? Guess it's fine.
Why don't they all go together?
Because people like Kokichi don't do that. Because
but
he's
I
a
mean-
dick.
Everyone else can come along. We can all. What else do they have to do?
I don't know. So I need to go around the academy and figure out what these mysterious objects are for. Alright, let's get going. That's too logical, Tifa.
It's not like they have anywhere else to be, you know.
That would be tactical.
I'm expecting at least one person. Never mind.
So, do you remember where we saw the stuff?
I would say go to the bronze dragon statue first.
Do you remember where they were?
No, just run around.
Cool. Same.
I think there, where those two are.
Yes, most likely. They went this way, right? Ding, 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 ding.
I know we've seen one thing outside. Here at the corner. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, it was in
Jokes
a
on you.
corner, but... So what's with this door?
Click, click.
It's locked. Doesn't seem like I can get inside. We still don't know what's inside this. Let's talk to her.
Like I thought.
Oh, you came here after all. It's plain to see the strange thing here is just plain strange.
So, is it plain or strange?
It's plain strange.
Joke's on you. Things can be both.
Well, you can't get in there. Was it on a different floor?
I honestly don't recall.
It was near the shop, can it be?
I don't recall.
Go teleport to
Wait.
the next floor.
Does the map really not give us any hints?
Just run around.
But wait, why does it say that there's a thing here? I guess we need to talk to... Nye girl? Oh, that's why. It's because we're
Oh,
dumb.
true. We've seen that thing.
Imagine being smart.
Tum tum tum.
One man's trash.
Ooh,
Okay, it does open up new pathways.
that's fancy.
If a wall came down.
Ah,
Was it because of my magic?
No.
No.
No, I used an item on this object and...
It was my magic.
Of course. Okay, sure. Secret tunnel, yes.
Whatever you want.
Welcome to the dungeon crawler section of this video game.
Oh, this is her ultimate room.
With a strawberry. I don't have good memories of strawberries in these games. This door is different from the others. It might be an ultimate research lab. From the look of it, I guess it's the ultimate magician's lab. Time to summon strawberries, I guess.
That's true.
As I suspected, it's full of stuff related to magic tricks.
Whose research lab is this? If it's supposed to be mine, then there should be magical items.
hey.
Right?
Hey! Alright, why are you asking me?
Good question.
Assume that's one of my favorite items to eat in this game. Is it
Like
her?
the pigeons. Oh,
I can eat this.
there's secret pigeons everywhere.
Yes! Wait, we can eat pigeons?
You didn't see when you yeeted the table, a whole flock of pigeons came out.
No. I was too busy eating, sorry.
Reset and redo it, says Groundhog.
How did we reset things again?
You leave and you come back in.
Can't. There was a button to do that. There's a button for it, yes. But...
Sorry.
No, not sneeze, Tifa. Reset the room. We'll find it out. This is a guillotine, right? Bless you, bless you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I know it's just for a magic trick, but it still kind of creeps me out. I tried to talk to the girl, but what a huge saw.
This room can't be locked, so we don't just have to worry about the tricks being stolen. Oh, it's
Tricks
Q.
based on Q, according to Google. Thank you very much. Let's try it in a moment. Tsumumi didn't finish a sentence, but I knew what she wanted to say.
It's not that I'm thinking the killing game are going to happen again, but... Oh, the killings, sorry.
Okay.
You're right. I can really feel it now, just how bizarre the situation is. And reset. Alright, so...
See?
Oh, okay, that's cute.
I thought they came from the table because you yeeted that, but...
No. Viva Madame Guillotine, viva la révolution.
One more day.
2, 4, 6, oh, what? Table of Pigeons. Thank you, Radcliffe. Such a cool lead. The best one so far. This is a big cage.
Himiko, what kind of magic trick do you use the cage for?
You.
It's not a trick. I'm telling you, it's real magic.
Sorry.
Also, is that poison on the shelf behind Shuichi?
Looks like it.
Sure does.
Kind of blurry to the left of his head. Yeah.
Sort of scully with like the
Skull and crossbones.
cross between it.
Yeah. Let tofu eat cake. No.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Oh, I forgot about that. I use that for a number of spells. It's also good for carrying my familiar.
What?
Familiar?
I see.
Oh, you mean that trick where a dove comes out of your head? You mean a magical animal? Yes, that's right. But my familiar isn't a dove. It's a tiger cub.
What?
A tiger cub?
What is
It
this?
must be so cute. I'm so jealous of you being able to pet something fluffy like that whenever.
Tsumugi clearly hasn't watched the Tiger King show on Netflix.
Virtual cake stream. Oh, we were fault.
Then you shall revolt.
I shall revolt too.
You want to be main character again? Not. I feel like at least one person will die in here. It's not unlikely.
It would make sense, yeah.
I'll admit, even I'm kind of jealous.
I also want to pet the tiger cub, is what he's saying.
Look, it's a sword stabbing box. What is this?
That's the magic trick where the person in the box is stabbed by swords, but comes out fine.
No.
It's not a trick. That's one of the space type spells.
Space type.
Oh, that sounds like high-ranking magic.
That's right.
Exactly. You need a lot of skill for space type spells. No average mage can handle them. So, in other words, you couldn't just be a mage, you'd have to be a sage. You'd need the words of wisdom for that.
Tsumugi was somehow able to follow all of that.
Can you check the potions? Oh, never mind. Okay, so they're not important.
I can only check the cauldron.
And the guillotine, no?
That we already did, that's what we started with.
Oh, fair.
What is this? Shuichi, please, it's a cauldron.
Yeah, who has a cauldron in their room?
Totally not me. It's a huge cauldron, like one a witch would be stirring in a children's book.
You.
Don't go touching whatever you want. That pot is collecting mana.
Mana?
Don't you know it's a necessary energy source of magic?
I see.
Oh, you mean like ether or life force? The names are different depending on the school of magic, but I call it mana.
Oh, of course, yes.
Sure thing. This place is filled with mana. It's perfect for me.
That's so obvious. Clearly, I know, right? Is that so?
I could tell right away, to be honest.
Is there anything else we could check here? Yes, the body sewing box. What's with a mouse? This is going to be used for magic too. I've seen it in a magic show. Okay. Oh, and a large water tank.
Oh.
Hello, hope you're having a nice day. Hello, Cat's
Box.
Box. Yes, we are, and we hope you have a good day too. I'm sorry, I suck at speaking.
Hope you're doing great as well. Our Wednesday's pretty good so far.
Yes,
Well,
I
almost
drink
over, but
to
pretty
that.
good. Cheers. How are you doing? You
Maybe
played Danganronpa
some of
before?
you will help me. It's a huge water tank. I wonder if this is for a magic trick too.
Now you checked everything in this room.
Wow, not even to talk about it? You're not even gonna discuss all the rest of the stuff?
Okay, this basically looks like a room where lots of people can get killed.
Yeah, I see
Like, you can drown someone, saw someone in
3,
hall.
4, 5, 6, and of course eaten by pigeons, 7.
Yeah, it makes lots of sense. I think... I'm gonna call it now. I think one of the swords is gonna get stolen.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
It seems like the easiest thing to take from this room. Wait, I'm gonna count them just in case. 1, 2.
While you do that, many thanks, it's quite alright, glad to see you both enjoying Danganronpa. Yes, loving it. We're also the slowest people to ever play these games.
Yes, we are.
indeed.
Alrighty,
Only
this
the
time.
ultimate monster would spoil these games. I agree wholeheartedly. Thank you for not
Yes.
spoiling them.
I take it you've played all of the games till now? Or that are out?
I'll investigate around here a little more. Sure.
Wait, what did we miss?
Shuichi,
The
sure.
outfit maybe, on the right.
Can't click on it.
Okay.
Done the birds, done the sword stabbing box, done this, can't check this.
Do
Generally.
the detective eyes.
I did,
I'll do it again.
but
Are you sure you checked the guillotine and not the salting?
yes, I've done both. Let's talk to them.
Okay.
I'm a fan and I've played all of them. This one is my personal favorite. Nice.
Oh, nice.
That's the huge saw moment.
No, I don't mean the saw. I meant the guillotine behind it.
We've also looked at that too. That's the very first thing I checked in this room. But we haven't talked to her, I think.
That could be it. Yeah. They mixed up magic tricks and real magic. But this is a pretty thorough collection.
Thorough.
That's what I said.
Amoebas. Also, we are really good at not pronouncing things properly.
Mainly me, but yes, we are.
I suck too. It seems like there are labs for everyone, but why prepare so many? What is this place?
I'm still a bit salty at this game currently, but so far, so good. The first execution, we are now in chapter 2, if you recognize it.
Yeah, I'm pretty
never
sure
mind,
someone
it
who
also
would
says
play
it
the
there.
games could tell by the fact that it says in big bold letters at the top of the screen, chapter 2, and also in the top right corner.
Yeah, but I don't see that. Well, actually, oh yeah, never mind. I don't see that. So
Chopin.
what was I gonna say?
Yes, Chopin. You're reading this line.
I pronounced that perfectly, thank you very much. Just saying.
Chopin.
Monokuma said that this ultimate academy for gifted juveniles was made for the 16 of us.
Is that really true?
Hey, the rooms in the dorms have locks, but this research lab doesn't.
Okay.
All of them were open, no? After being unlocked. The piano
think
room
so.
wasn't locked either.
The only room that hasn't been unlocked is the black and white door that we just walked past earlier.
Yeah, true.
It looks like they're not private.
Are you okay?
Oh, I thought we took the exercise part out for now.
Yes, I did. How did I mess that up? Yeah, true.
Did you change
you.
it in the wrong...
I guess it didn't save it. I'm gonna fix that later. Thank you very much.
But thank you, we actually did swap it out last week, I think, about us just playing slow.
Yes. In my opinion, Himiko really gets lost trying to define her magic as real as opposed to magic tricks. Reminds me of a distinction Aleister Crowley tried to define between magic and magic.
Oh, Aleister Crowley, the Greyman.
Yes, you're right. I knew the name rang a bell. To me, her magic is just as real as any other school of it. She practices illusions. But does she feel like she practices illusions? Is the question. Because so far it seemed to me like her character dilemma, I guess, stems from the fact that to her all of this is real magic and not just illusions. I mean, illusions are pretty amazing and all that too, but...
Yeah, but part of it, I think, is trying to make people believe it's like actual magic.
Yeah, living her fantasy.
I would think so. Regardless, I'm not a big fan of her character though. Like, I wouldn't miss her if she's gonna be gone after this chapter.
Not as much as Kokichi.
Fair. Are you okay with that, Himiko? Your magic tricks might get stolen. You need skills to perform magic tricks. Knowing how they work isn't enough.
Hey, she didn't get super defensive about her magic tricks.
That is true.
It's magic.
Oh, there you go. But I use real magic, not magic tricks.
Groundhog, how about this? A drinking game. Every time I argue something that happens literally on the next screen, everybody takes a shot. I wonder how long people will survive that. We would die, yeah.
Yeah.
Spoke too soon, Jack. That's my one ability.
I think we'll all have liver failure by the end of the stream.
Jack would be the blackened. Yes. Yes. It's real to her, I agree. I'd argue that casting illusions is real. The spell you cast eluded others. Sadly, I agree. I don't care for her character despite her sharing one of my interests. So you are into magic as well. I keep trying to not mix up magic and magic tricks. I guess magic tricks is the right term, right? Because magic would not be an illusion necessarily. Like, illusions
Well,
can be
that
magic, but
goes-
not all magic is illusions.
That goes
I'm
past me.
overthinking it.
Yes. But
Tell
I
us more about your interests.
I do get it, like she's just portrayed a bit boring, if I can say it like that. Like she has the annoying, toneless voice going on.
Yeah.
She's kind of a dick sometimes to others.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
She reminds me of a much less, but still kind of annoying version of...
There we go again.
I forgot her name, but...
I'm not gonna say it because Groundhog is gonna be on my ass.
No, I'm thinking Star Ocean 4. Limmel.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna go with the little bully from Danganronpa 2. Kimono girl, what's her name again?
I forgot. I banned her name from my brain. Oh boy, Twitch decided my computer can't handle the stream and work stuff at the same time again.
Well, you know what you gotta drop.
Yeah.
Work.
I mean, clearly we should come first, but no. You work at work, that's fine.
You got this, Matana.
Oh, foreign language, let's get some Dutch wisdom. The bacon starts to stink, yes. Yes, ew, Hiyoko. Yeah, I even forgot her name.
Hiyoko, that was it. Thank you.
Kimono, bitch.
The bacon never starts to stink here, though.
Yes, that's true. Also, we don't have bacon.
That is also true.
That's what hurts for someone into something really cool like magic. She's really mundane. Yeah.
Somehow you kind of expect, especially with people who actually perform magic, like an outgoing...
I would love to see her actually get to perform a magic trick in this game, because she seems so bland, so boring outside of her "I'm talking like this" shtick. In my experience, like, magic tricks require that you make the audience focus on something else while you trick them. Usually like sleight of hand, all of those things.
Yeah.
But if I'm completely bored watching you, how likely is it that, I mean, now that I say it, maybe that is what breaks my focus. I fall asleep and then she can do whatever and I go, oh yeah, amazing, thank you. Please let it be over.
I have a feeling we're not gonna see her perform though.
I think we will after she has been blackened in one of the cases.
If she turns into a killer, yes,
Like
then she's
with
gonna use any of this, but... Stop bullying her! No.
No, you stop bullying her, Benjima. She obviously has used magic as a personality type. Switch to my phone so I can still do both. Hello, Mortenard, from your phone. That's really
Glad
sweet
you're
of you.
still with us. But I use real magic, not magic tricks.
She's not going to budge an inch on that point.
Nope.
Nope.
Not one bit.
Can we leave now? Yes. Would you like to leave? Yes.
So it was the talking turn. I'm quite sure there was also something outside, but let's try to find the dragon first.
I realized that once again the game is nice and tells me where I need to go.
Sure.
Am I stupid? I know the answer to that already, but in the first chapter, to teleport somewhere, it was the right click. Now it's the left click.
Yeah, stop being confused by it. Just do it.
The greatest illusion of all, fooling you into thinking she's a great character.
Oh, good thing we're not fooled.
Yeah.
Except Benjima.
Benjima clearly is in love. And somebody has to like her, I guess. It's fine. But yeah, it's not working with me.
Is it just me, or do I see a lot of... Oh wait, he's just so tiny. I didn't see him.
Who?
Ryoma. I was wondering about all the yellow dots on the map, but you see him like super tiny in the background? Like
Because
hiding behind the grass?
Way far away.
It doesn't matter.
I didn't say that, but you meant to, with bees nuts. Just the hate for bland people is feeling a bit personal to me. Why?
You are not bland at all, Benjima.
Bland is not a word I would use to describe you at all, Benjima. You're the opposite of bland. You're an amazing, interesting person. Where does that come from? No. I like to be bland, but you aren't. You're failing at being bland to me.
Even though there's nothing wrong with being bland, she just falls flat. This character just falls flat in this game.
In a cast of mostly great characters, she seems very plain.
Yeah. But if I had to pick, I still want to get rid of Tenko first.
No,
Who has
Kokichi.
a more outgoing
Kokichi.
personality, if you think about it like that.
I love most of the V3 characters, and the few I don't love, I do like. Which character are we talking about being plain now?
Still Himiko?
Himiko.
Himiko.
Yeah.
Nyeko.
Yeah. I thought the thing was here.
It is gonna be here, we just need to find it.
Oh look, it's a
See,
dragon.
it was missing an eye.
Dragon gem, right? I mean, it has dragon in it.
Yeah, it's its eye.
How did we squish that into the stone statue?
You just smashed him. No!
What a shame. What a waste of a perfectly good statue.
I know, right? Kinda feels like that.
Part of a wall is gone. Wow, that's so cool! We can get past this wall now. Alright then, charge! Hope there's a staircase Kokichi falls down. He was charging. Wow, Shuichi broke the statue and the wall. How dare he? I know, right? Monokuma should bust him up for that.
That was only a rule in
Danganronpa 2.
yeah. Where
And
vandalism.
one. Vandalism, breaking stuff in the school also wasn't allowed. And one, when we started thinking about breaking down a door.
True, that is true.
I like Kurokiyo. His passion for anthropology is nice. He also dabbles in the realm of mysticism and magic as they relate to different cultures, feels more fleshed out. I don't like Kurokiyo either.
Yeah, I like him, especially his design so far, but we've barely seen something from him. Like, he hasn't had that many lines or said that much, so I would like to see more about his character.
But him I dislike for being a fleshed out character. Like, there's a difference. Like, I also hated Monica, but that's because she was so well written. I really hated her, just like the way I hate Kokichi. He is well done, and I hate him for that.
Yeah, could be worse. She could be Kokichi.
Yes,
That is true.
definitely true. No,
Yeah,
but
he's fun to hate, exactly.
for me, Kurokiyo was my main suspect for the Chapter 1 case because he likes to watch other people do things. And what better reason to not take the first blood perk?
He had a solid alibi. Like, I can't say much because my suspect was also wrong, but still.
A character actually makes you feel something. I feel like they accomplished something. Yes, 100%.
Very true. Like Gonta, he is so adorable.
Gonta is the best.
You're just rooting for him.
I want to hug him.
Even though he's a tiny bit too innocent.
That's
Too
gonna be his
pure.
downfall, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm still unsure. I think he's the perfect victim, and probably because of that, he's gonna turn out to be a killer.
He's either the perfect victim or the perfect accomplice.
Yeah, you can also easily trick him into doing something.
I doubt that he'll murder someone out of his own interest.
It depends. Like I said, if they come with, oh, I hate bugs. We've seen his mad side before, so we'll find out.
Wait! Charging is dangerous!
No running in the hallway.
Kirumi, what's wrong?
No.
Nothing, but I feel stagnant air drifting from this damaged wall. As if no one has set foot beyond this point for quite some time.
Nobody's been here for a long time? Shuichi, please look around. There's plants literally growing inside the halls.
I kinda like that though. Imagine like a moss floor.
I love the idea for all of 5 seconds, and then I realize the upkeep.
But yeah, but that wouldn't be me.
And me stepping on bugs. So no. Predicting and guessing is such a fun part of these murder mystery games.
Yes. Dejima, thank you for the lurk. Appreciate
Thank you very
it.
much. Catsbox, would you believe it? We actually did predictions before we started the game, and 2 of them already turned out to be correct.
Yeah, we do predictions like every chapter, every round on things that will happen. But before we started, we had like this big outline of predictions.
Yeah, if you want to
and
have a
that's
look, you
there.
can click that. It's a safe link, don't worry. Also, I updated it this morning with 2 that we got already.
It's like a bingo thing, basically.
Yes.
which we did before knowing anything about the game, so most of them might seem a bit out of place.
Or counterproductive. Nobody's been here for a long time? Exactly how long is a long time? That's gonna be a major plot point later. Has to be.
I would think so. We unlocked several rooms. What's this? Didn't recognize the sign.
Can't tell from the design.
I think it's the anthropologist room.
If this was a Zelda dungeon, it would be ghosts. I would think. From the look of this door, this must be an ultimate research lab.
All right.
Let's go inside. Anthropologist?
Oh,
Maid
ultimate
lab.
maid.
I would not have seen that coming.
Oh, those dolls are creepy.
Oh, I guess the color gave it away. Isn't purple considered a regal color? I think.
It is, but where did you see purple? The door
On the
wasn't.
door frame, on the ornaments.
Oh.
Just
yeet them away.
In a moment. This room gives off an antique vibe.
Like those dolls freak me out so much. These are Victorian. The decorations adorned the British Empire at the peak of Queen Victoria's reign. This must be my research lab. During the Victorian era, employing a maid was considered a status symbol.
Isn't it still? We
I can't afford a maid.
We don't have staff.
If I remember correctly,
Speaking of the Victorian era, Jack the Ripper was from that time, correct?
That is correct.
Ever the detective, I see.
I guess that's a yes, because I don't remember. So
That's
this
a
is
yes.
the ultimate maid's lab. It does seem to be perfectly suited for Kirumi.
Okay, eat the dolls first. The one without eyes is fine.
First we eat the couch. Wow!
Wait, did you first get rid of her wig? Wow, and its head.
No, the head.
No,
I can't
of
eat that
the
show.
doll in the red dress. So where are we gonna sit now?
Nowhere. Oh wait, there's more chairs. Ha!
Also,
Somebody
we still
else
need
can
to
clean
do
this
the
up.
gacha again.
Yeah, you can do that off stream.
Everyone loves to see the gacha. I love the gacha.
Shout outs to Genocide Jack. Yes.
The
Toko
inconsistency with that
and
still pisses me
Genocide
off.
Jill saved our asses so many times. Or, well, yes, other characters so many times. If she doesn't get shout outs during this game at some point, I'm gonna be pissed. Because I don't think she's been properly appreciated by the other characters.
Is it just me or is there barely anything to... Okay, a door.
Well, there's a door, there's the closet door, which is huge.
Holy shit, that's a nice closet door.
I'm guessing behind it is a room with a wall that is all mirrored, made for dancing.
No. It's probably gonna have, like he said, the same uniform.
I wonder if there's a bunch of maid uniforms in this closet.
A laundry room.
Okay, also makes sense. Instead, there were a bunch of laundry machines, vacuums, and pressure washers.
These appliances will prove most useful when I perform my cleaning.
Cleaning? You mean the school? Kirumi, you don't have to do that.
I really wish you were like the ultimate maid too and liked cleaning.
Same.
It's-
I also wish that about you.
It's so much nicer to live with someone who likes cleaning. Why couldn't you like cleaning?
Because instead, I like the cookies you like less and the chocolates you like less in those mixed packages.
That is true.
That is also super important in a relationship, by the way.
Very true. I do not mind to serve others is a maid's duty. Selfless devotion is the principle by which I perform my responsibilities as a maid. Okay, to be honest, everyone or anyone who would kill her is gonna be an idiot because she's basically willing to do all of our laundry and cleaning because she has like what, 10 washing machines? Like, why would anyone try to get rid of her if they're going to?
I have a strong feeling that she's gonna have a character reveal kind of thing where her personality changes and she's the exact opposite. Like she hates cleaning up after people and all that, and she's just doing this to be a spy.
No, I doubt that.
I can see that coming, but the Kirumi we met so far seems super chill and just happy to help others, which is a nice trait to have.
Shuichi maid outfit.
I'm pretty sure if you Google that, you will find it on certain websites.
We should have you cosplay
As Shuichi in a maid outfit?
as Kirumi.
I thought you wanted me to do Usami.
Yeah, but you can do a Kirumi as well.
I have an Usami body.
How about if we get a bingo, you do a maid cosplay?
Let's talk about that if and when it happens. It's all about ways you can complement one another, even in the little ways, yes.
Indeed.
If you want to bunker down and try to live in a closed place like this, Kyum is a valuable team member.
Yes, she needs to be protected.
Yes.
So
Indeed.
much. I can cast aside my personal feelings for the sake of serving everyone.
Personal feelings, you say?
Only if she likes it, by the way. I wouldn't force her to do it.
Yes. I suppose that's what makes you the ultimate mate. Most people wouldn't do that.
Please let me know if you have a request. Given our situation, I will not take monetary payment.
I will grant your wishes.
I will do anything you ask.
Anything? It's kind of intimidating if you say it like this. And all the fan fiction writes itself in that moment.
100%.
There's a lot of washing machines in here. Cosplay in honor of Tsumugi.
But that's all you could
I
check.
would if I could. There's a doll at the dining table. Where, Shuichi? Where is the doll, huh? They didn't accommodate for my eating. Perhaps a family dinner?
This is my research lab. Then I presume these figures represent those I must serve.
What figures?
Check the door. Oh.
First, the cleaning machines. And that humor is why I always eat first. Perfect. Oh, look at those beautiful dolls that were here a moment ago.
Spread across the room.
I can just imagine like Shuichi walking into a room, like throwing and smacking around the furniture, while Ultimate Maid Lady is standing there like, I will clean this up later.
What is that thing in the back? It's not a vacuum machine.
It's a cleaning machine.
But what does it do?
I don't know, it looks like something out of Star Wars. To me. Making them look like fools! Yes. Yeet
R3,
first and
D3?
acquire later.
No. Okay.
Is that a carpet cleaner?
I don't even know what a carpet cleaner looks like, to be honest.
Like me, mostly in this household. I'm just saying I vacuum more often lately. These are some powerful cleaning tools. You could get a lot of cleaning done with these.
I'm glad we established that.
Beautiful insight, thank you. Oh, and look, it's a door.
It's not the door we came from, did we?
Apparently, we're done here. Okay, cool.
Oh, fair, fair.
Shichi's just taking care of the cleaning first by smacking it out of existence. To be honest, if it's completely destroyed, you don't need to clean it anymore.
That's how I would clean.
If I could, yes. Imagine instead of dusting, you just burn down the house. Oh look, I found a treasure chest.
My new computer duster is here.
Nice. Gonna clean this dirty bitch this weekend.
You got this, Cody.
Godspeed. What is
Ooh.
this? A treasure chest?
Fancy. We found a treasure chest. Why don't you open it, Shuichi? Kick it.
Shuichi, I will continue your legacy, Kaede. Yeet. That clearly was her wish.
Just destroy it all.
Really? I should open it?
I believe this treasure chest is saying you should open it, Shuichi.
I've played enough video games to know that if a treasure chest is talking to you, it's a mimic. Don't fucking go near that.
Just kick it.
Don't do that either, just back off slowly and then run away.
I've learned that you kick it on the side to open it.
I'll kick you on the side. Eh. I'm getting the sense that she thinks it's dangerous and wants me to open it. Alright, fine.
You have a key.
With sweaty palms, I cautiously opened the chest and... What is this? A flashlight? No, it can't be just a flashlight.
Yoo-hoo!
Maybe try turning it on.
Time to climb in and pretend you're valuable. Aww. Tifa, you wouldn't need to pretend for me.
Aww.
I could see in your face that you were thinking, he insulted me. No, he said something cute. It was really cute. Aww.
Very sweet.
Aw, Motonard is my treasure. I can't believe you stole the joke I was gonna make Groundhog.
Too late.
Motonard, I haven't saved since the beginning of the stream. If you want, I'm gonna make the stream go offline. We repeat the last 2 hours, 20 minutes and 30 seconds. And then you know when to jump in and do it first.
No, it's okay. Just go back like 3 streams when Jack said that yours is the only true love.
Wow. I feel better now, but this is romance, yes. Couple goals, honestly. No, that's too dangerous. We should inspect it.
It will be okay. Even the flashlight is saying turn me on.
God, no, it will take us hours to get back here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Only like 10, 15.
Yep.
That's it. Oh,
No, now you have to pretend to be Angie, pretending to be a flashlight.
turn me on. Hurry up and turn me on, Shuichi. It's begging you.
Once again, fanfiction just writing itself. If you're so eager, why don't you flip the switch, Angie?
Well then.
Then I'll meet you halfway and inspect this flashlight myself.
I feel like that's the opening plot to an adult movie.
She's being sus as fuck. She's always sus.
Meeting me halfway, huh?
Sayonara.
Once you understand, I'll come teach you. Sayonara. Okay, bye.
What?
Okay.
What?
Also, was that the only thing in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Angie snatched a flashlight from me and ran off with a bounce on her step. Wait, inspect it? How?
This seems kind of random.
The treasure chest is empty. That flashlight was the only thing inside. Alright, cool.
Well,
And that's the bug room.
that's Kanta's room.
Now this is a strange door. This might be an ultimate research lab. Do you think it's bugs?
I like the design.
I don't know why I have that feeling. Based on the design, could it be the ultimate entomologist's lab? I will never use that word again after this game is done, by the way.
Probably not.
Oh, look at the gigantic bee thing floating around on the
That
right
is
side of
so
the screen.
cute.
Kind of. Whoa, look at all those bugs. Insect specimens lined the entire wall. It was a little, no, very gross. I hate that too. Like, I understand studying insects, but whenever we're in a museum or a zoo or wherever where they have those kind of exhibits, I hate that. It makes me feel so uneasy to stand in a room filled with dead animals on spikes. Like, they're impaled.
That is fair, but the majority actually did live out their lives.
Yeah, but still,
If it helps.
not much. No, not much. I won't blame you if you don't eat here. Yeah, no,
I'm sure there's still plenty to eat here.
maybe the animatronics things that are floating around at the top of the room. Amazing! This paradise! I suppose I should keep my opinion to myself for now. Can I eat these things? I could! Did it?
Oh, that was the wasp nest.
It carried away the nest. And that's the only thing I could eat.
The books.
Those are not books, those are
I said the books here in
Specimen
front of you.
boxes. No. Well, I hope they'll come back.
Well, there's no real bugs in this game, so I doubt he did.
True. Where's her? Oh well. Arranged books, huh? That doesn't make me feel safe.
There's barely anything to research here.
There are a lot of books here. They all seem to be related to insects. Not even talking about it. Okay, cool. Wow, that is an extraordinary amount of bug cages. Lots of lava and eggs. And they're even sleeping in a cool place. They were refrigerated?
What?
It's okay. Eggs probably hatch if going to take good care of them. Yes, we would.
At least there will finally be bugs in the game though.
Fuck you for not going along with my line.
Very cute.
Wow, Tifa.
Very
wow.
cute.
I want Gonta to take care of me. Well, do your best then.
Go.
Thank you, Groundhog.
Groundhog.
Thank you very much. Got it. Yes, you did.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, they changed the link.
Oh,
I was gonna say we had those on a
we did.
blacklist.
Oh. If all these hatch, there'll be bugs all over the academy. Releasing all these bugs in a new world. It's like that Bible story. Noah's Ark. If I remember correctly, the world was destroyed by a great flood and humans and animals began... Perhaps that's a little too dramatic. No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
I guess the only thing left is to speak to Gonta.
I didn't mean to click that again, but I clicked out of the game, sorry. My fault. There are a ton of insect specimens on display.
Wow.
Pretty! Bugs shine brighter than sparkly rocks. Going to understand. Person who made these samples must love bugs. Each sample made with love and care. Putting love and care into bugs? Well, I suppose everyone's different.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I prefer them behind glass so they can't touch me, but...
That is fair, I suppose.
Amazing! Gonta wonder how many bugs there are. Gonta's so excited he get his own special room. Who made this room anyway? Gonta need to say thank you. Huh? I suppose it was Monokuma and the Monocups. Huh? What? No way! Monokuma?
I wouldn't be surprised if he likes bugs.
Yeah. Or more than people, apparently. Cue existential crisis. But no person who likes bug can be bad person. Gonta's sad.
Quite sure you had it all.
Would you like to leave? Yes. Yes, I would. Just being in a room full of bugs makes me feel itchy.
I think we have... Do we have more in here? No.
No, but we have 2 more items to use. So nothing here.
And 2 here.
3rd floor.
Have I been there before? I don't recall a tennis hall.
Me neither. Stairs. It looks like I can go to the 3rd floor from here.
All right.
They're a little scary, but I'll try it.
The stairs?
I mean the design, kind of. Or maybe Shuichi's afraid of climbing stairs somehow.
Fair. I don't think we've been to this floor yet.
No, we haven't. Can't check this out. Yeah, this is Ryoma's lab. From the look of his door, this must be an ultimate research lab. Based on the design, this might be the ultimate tennis pros lab. What would be in here? Probably rackets and training equipment.
Go in.
Oh look, it's a tennis court.
Nice.
Who would have thought? An entire indoor tennis court. That's impressive. Let's talk to her to give my voice a rest for a second.
Oh, now this is an interesting machine.
An interesting machine? You mean the one swinging the racket?
With a few mods, this bad boy will look real good. Yeah, my creative juices are flowing. Big metal arm.
Coming from her, it has to be inappropriate. I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
Don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, you can't even expect that thing. But...
Well, two things.
Oh, that's the door.
Oh wait, just one thing then.
What? But there's a second door. It has 2 doors. Shower room.
Is there a closet or something in the back? There's a shower room in the back.
A shower room? Why don't you boys go in and give each other a good scrub down? You're already the perfect height, Ryoma.
Oh dear lord.
You'll be lined up just right when you turn to face Shuichi. I see he agrees to the plan. I was just kidding. I thought you'd laugh.
Sorry Miyu, could you explain that one to me? I didn't quite get the joke. Wow, that was awkward real fast.
He looks like he's still appreciating it.
A tennis net. It's stretched tight and looks sturdy.
I like my net sturdy.
So much to find here. This is your lab, right, Ryoma? Must be nice having a whole tennis court here. I don't care. I have nothing to do with tennis anymore. Nothing to do with tennis?
Also, this room feels a tiny bit like a waste, seeing how there's also a gym. I know it says whole thing, but...
Yeah, but here you have like a court line drawn on the floor, I guess. And you have all the machinery to exercise tennis in particular.
Yeah, I suppose.
Easier than to set up a tennis field in the gym every time.
That is true.
Ryoma, are you really not going to play tennis anymore?
What was that?
Tennis? Who the hell plays a hoity-toity sport like tennis? Oh, not him?
Sure.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. You're a tennis player, aren't you?
Threw away my past.
It's fine if you forget. That was a long time ago.
So, when you killed a mafia with your badass tennis skills, was that a long time ago too?
Inappropriate? Slightly?
Wait.
Hey, come on, Miyu.
What was that?
What? It really happened, yeah?
Yeah, it's true. Thanks to that, even if I escape from here, I'll just go straight to a different prison. Yeah. So it'd be meaningless for someone like me to play tennis now. Then why are you staring at that tennis court with such sad eyes, Ryoma?
Are you a little bitch? Because you're acting like a little bitch right now.
Miyu has such a kind way with words, doesn't she?
She knows just the right things to say.
Yes.
What?
What's with the stare down? You're scaring me.
Well, that was a thing that happened. So, this looks like it's
Under construction.
under construction. Yes.
But there was something here.
Yep, another room back here.
Yeah, but it also told us to come here now. Ooh, that looks very pixelated.
What is this? It looks like a door, but I see it's just a painting of a door.
Oh, that explains.
It looks like a video game. I think this is called pixel art.
That's
They're
kind
gonna
of
bring
cool.
back Chiaki.
Oh, we should have known, by the way. There's not even a door on the thingy. But there's the room of the ultimate child caretaker.
I don't care because look what I found. Why can't I look down more?
Go back.
Wow. You have to stand the right distance away.
And that is number 2.
Cool, cool, cool. Yes, that looks like a...
Well, there's a baby in the door.
Not in the door, but on the map.
On the map.
And Maki also has a red outfit.
True, true.
From the look of this door, this must be an ultimate research lab again. I have no idea what kind though, I should take a look inside. As I reached my hand to the doorknob.
Stop it.
I did not give you permission to enter.
Ah, Maki? So this is the ultimate child caregivers lab. You wouldn't think so, judging by the door.
You're right. Goodbye.
Wait, can I look inside for a bit?
Huh?
What? But there's no rule against people going into each other's labs.
I don't know. I don't care about the rules. I'm not letting anyone inside.
Don't tell me there's actual babies inside her.
I doubt it.
Huh? What's going on?
Hey!
Maki! I still don't quite know what to think about her, because I think there's more to her than meets the eye, but we haven't learned much about her yet.
I want to see this dude's room.
I don't.
Also, what I like, I don't really like Maki as a character, but what I like about her is the fact that she's really good at something, to the point that she's an ultimate, but she doesn't like it. Like, she never liked taking care of children.
I feel sorry for her in a way, because the thing she's really good at appears to be something that she doesn't like doing.
But she already said she doesn't like children.
Yes. But wouldn't it be nice if her ultimate was something she likes?
Well, yeah, of course, but the fact that she doesn't is what I like about her. Like, you don't need to like something to be good at it.
Unfortunately, the truth. I don't like not being able to speak properly, and I fuck up my words all the time. Hey, what's going on? You guys aren't in the middle of a tiff now, are you?
See, thanks to you, an annoying brat has showed up.
Okay, I like Maki now. Because she also doesn't like Kokichi.
I do wonder what's in that room now, though.
Did you hear that, Shuichi? An annoying brat has showed up, all because of you.
I'm quite sure it's filled with creepy dolls.
Yeah.
So?
So what's up? You don't want anyone to enter your lab, Maki? Don't be so pushy, Shuichi. It's not good to do stuff that'll make a girl upset, you know? Okay, I understand.
Then
Good, then stay away. If you tried to go inside, it would be extremely painful.
For you.
Oh, that is perfect for you.
That's worth a point.
Yeah, okay, fine. You can have it.
If I take off a mask, will it hurt you? Painful.
That would be extremely painful.
Maki confirmed Bane.
Or she's lying about something.
Can we teleport to the next place? I guess not. Okay, let's walk.
Wait, at least go to the ground floor.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, but you could teleport there.
No, you. Walking also gives us XP.
We're already level 19.
So, what level were we in Danganronpa 2 at the end?
I have no clue. 30 something?
No, I think we
Probably
were much
higher.
higher.
I don't
think in the
remember, to be
70s.
honest.
Oh no, something like 67 or 68, because I think I remember being sad we didn't hit 69. Because I'm dumb.
Oh, that could be actually. I really don't care. I really don't care.
My mom's
Really don't
friends are
recall.
arriving and I had to put on my headphones because wow, they talk loud. While they're playing Mahjong, isn't that kind of part of a game?
I can imagine. It's the excitement.
Yes. Especially currently with a pandemic, I would imagine people are really happy to have like a normal moment when they all meet. They haven't even
that's true.
started yet.
I would
Just
like to
wait until they
have,
get into it.
like this card group. And then I realize you need friends and you need to socialize, like actually socialize, and then
That you
I'm
need
like-
friends in your area.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
And they need to
strange.
like cards.
Yes. There are fewer plants around here. Some places... Blah, blah, blah. Some places are being renovated as well. Oh yeah. They did say it was under construction. I suppose construction is still ongoing. But where exactly is this academy built anyway? No one has come to save us. It must be someplace remote. But where could you bring a complex this large and secret? I can think of two places. Jabberwock Island, for one. Virtual reality. Oh, third one. The grounds of the Future Foundation, where they used to have their building.
Also, did the walls get higher?
No, that's been like this.
Okay.
It actually gets quieter because they focus when they play. I would have expected
Fair.
them to get rowdy, but makes sense.
I'm also not sure how you play Mahjong with more people on
I don't
Mahjong.
know.
You each take a turn, and then the one with the most, how do you call it, couples wins?
I have no idea.
Wait, there was something here. I think.
What did you see, Tifa?
No, I
Tell
thought I
me.
recalled that when we were here last time. we
What
saw
did your
something.
elf eyes see?
Put the handle in there.
Oh look, it's hexagonal.
Crank it up. Afartialuxulia.
It seems like it means something.
Did we open it?
Yeah. It's a 4-person game. Ideally you want 5 people so someone can sit out each round.
But why does someone need to sit out?
Yeah, wouldn't 4 people be better then? Because then everybody can play at the same time? Or is it a kind of game where you should have a referee?
I really don't know, but like I said, I only have played the one on my phone.
Give some time to take a break. Out to judge, I guess. Okay. Makes sense.
Fair.
Hotel Kuma Sutra.
That's a pretty brilliant name. Wouldn't have thought of anything better myself.
Right, so they built like a Las Vegas kind of area in here. I guess this is supposed to be an hour hotel? It's an hourly hotel, yeah. Rest $25, 2 guests, 2 hours.
That's not bad.
Overnight 45. This place is hella cheap.
I've actually never seen a hotel that charges by the hour. I know that's a thing in Japan where you have like those love hotels.
Yeah.
They also, well, I guess Vegas as well.
I don't know.
I can imagine they would have it there, but other than that, I've never seen it.
AKA Fuck City. Apparently. What is this building? I'm not sure I like the implication. We are not going inside.
Okay. I'm sure we will at some point.
True. We also haven't had any lovers actually getting it on in one of the Danganronpa games so far.
True.
I can explain it in a bit. Okay.
Dangan Vegas.
I like the music, yeah. There's a new thingy on the screen. I guess we get to gamble too.
Go gamble it all.
What is this place? Is this like a casino?
Rise and shine or shine.
Looks like it. Also make sure you go downstairs here and don't miss dialogue like we did. Thank you.
Why, hello, bear.
Oh my god.
Is all that
Well, you did say it's like a casino.
This place is not like a casino. It is a casino.
Thank you, Monodam. Yeah, this place is a casino.
You can earn lots of mono coins and exchange them for fabulous prizes.
Yep, you sure can.
I feel called out, Groundhog.
That was wonderfully amateurish, Monodam. It had a flavor not even father could match.
Amateurish.
Amateurish.
Amoeba.
You're an amoeba. In a sense, you've surpassed Daddy.
Time to make out. Bleh.
Which makes you Grandpa Monodam. Grandpa Monodam.
So long, farewell.
Bye.
Thank you for this beautiful insight into your monocup psyche. A casino? Why is a casino in a place like this? There's your turn, Tifa.
Welcome. At the casino, you can use special casino coins to play various games. You can exchange mono coins for coins at the cashier. Once you exchange them, they can't be exchanged back, so know what you're doing. But now you should be able to see how many coins you have. What's
Bye now.
The coins you've saved up can be exchanged for fabulous prizes at the price exchange counter. We're always getting new prizes in, so look forward to that. There are games for you to try in the basement. Go ahead.
After Modern Art missed too many convos, I took over control.
Let's play. Go to the cashier.
But you know the most fabulous prize of all, Tifa?
You?
Croissants.
Oh, that's true.
Let's see what we
mind.
have. Those are items we can give to people, right?
I would think so, judging from...
I resent that comment. It's true, but I still resent it. Fabulous, come on, I couldn't not do it. You know I go for the lowest hanging fruit. So,
But yeah, these look like gifts for
Yes.
free time events. Talk tech.
I'm back. I had to make some food. Welcome back, Cat's Box. What did you make? And did you bring us some?
What's for lunch or dinner, depending on your time zone?
What's for food?
What's for food? You say what's for food?
No, but it makes sense.
I suppose.
I don't like things that are colored black and white because of Danganronpa. Makes me think of Junko. Modern Art missed all the great Shirky convos in Danganronpa 2. I will shame him.
Oh no.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Shame on you. Shame on your family.
Shame on your modern
cow.
art. Yes.
Wow. Would have been a good time to say the lowest hanging croissant. That was a missed opportunity.
I didn't want to keep pushing it.
Yeah.
Next.
Ooh, seasoned black beans with lemon tea.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I love
Sadly,
black
not enough to
beans.
send down the tubes. I get it. We will live vicariously through you. And across to you, but since it's black beans, you shouldn't have them anyway. Why not? I like black beans.
I think in the sense of beans can be dangerous. To you.
For you? Aw, teddy bear. Proxylingual device. A tool that can translate any language, even animal sounds. Nice. Insect traps,
Now
clock
go,
shot, playing
let's go
concert.
exchange the coins.
46 moves of a killing game. Oh, black and white
me
Monokuma is it.
coins.
Yeah, okay, no, I get it.
We're gonna gamble.
Survival flag, that was a thing that they talked about in the previous game. Oh,
Key
Key
of
of Love. Yes, love, love.
Give me coins.
Proxylingual device, that would be my favorite gift easily.
It sounds super
Understanding
handy.
everything, yes.
You didn't get coins.
You told me to go downstairs.
No, I said go to the cashier to get coins.
Go downstairs. No, I didn't say go downstairs.
I didn't say go downstairs. I said get coins. Reception desk. Exchange counter.
First I must eat.
Wow, I was gonna sit on that. But sure.
Key of Love is for the Love Hotel. When you, who you get as RNG of who's available. Kaede and Runtaro have scenes in post-game. You can save scum it. Oh.
We're gonna get that.
Okay. Is it completely random or can we influence this by first doing free time events with people? There's also trial skills where you can really... Okay.
I think that's
Strange.
less necessary. But depends on the thing, I guess. Oh, how much is one game actually?
Totally not an annoying sound. Let's do 100.
Wait, how many do we have? Wait, did you go for all? Oh, now you
Wait.
put in all.
The...
You already exchanged all of them, did you?
The controls for this thing are super weird. No, I didn't get a single one. What the f... Oh, I have to do this first. Sorry for this sound.
Yeah, that's enough. No, no, no. Do 99 if anything.
Wait, I press enter. Why doesn't this work? What else do I need to
I
press?
think you need to go here.
Yes, it's on exchange.
Yeah, then press it. What were you gonna say? I heard you. complaining about me in your thoughts that were about to be vocalized.
Left mouse click instead of enter. And now I could press enter. What?
Why do I let you do the controls again?
Because the first time we played Danganronpa 1 you did, and everybody including me got motion sickness. I remember this. I normally don't get motion sickness from these kinds of games.
I don't remember that at all. I want to go salmon fishing. When
Exchanging
I want to do the
currency for dummies, yes. You didn't even check out the skills. I want to gamble first and get more coins.
I get all of them.
I wonder if Gonta would like the device because it can translate animals. Or not because he maybe already understands them. Ooh, dilemma.
Okay, wait. Speak to Kaito first and then we go salmon fishing. And then I want to do the slots.
Now you know why the game gives you a lot more mono coins. Yes.
That makes sense.
Got it.
Oh, look, Shuichi. Kaito shouted and pointed at a treasure of coins in front of him. Whoa, where did you get that mountain of coins? I had the jackpot. I got this much from just one coin. All this from just one coin? That's incredible. Just a regular day for the luminary of the stars. My intuition usually leads me to victory.
Nice work, Maverick! That's some uncanny luck you got there.
I know what Runtaro's special skill was.
Gambling.
Ultimate lucky student.
No, he was very unlucky.
No, there's always a ultimate lucky student so far.
I doubt it. Go for it.
You'll see. Can gamble all you want during free time and more games in the casino open up later. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Those coins were made just for Kaito to lose.
Would have been me.
Don't just jump out like that.
My bad. I was lured here by your lucky streak. Nice haul you got there. You could cash in those coins for something really splendid.
Like a movie ticket for a Monokuma film in a Monokuma theater. How much did we end up owing him? $1 billion?
$1 million.
What character is he playing?
You're only good here, though. But if you earn more, you could reach the best treasure in this place.
After hearing that, there's no going back for me. But you could trade on what you already have right now.
Come on.
What are you saying? If I don't meet this challenge, I'm not a true man. Spoken like a true gambling addicted person.
I would have gambled it all away again, too.
Besides, there's no way my intuition as a luminary of the stars can be wrong.
That's nice.
You the man. You got this, Kaito.
He's losing it all. Yeah. And thus began the sad tale of Kaito's downfall.
Dum dum dum.
What?
Ah, damn it, not again.
What's wrong, Maverick? You're down to half your coins. Wouldn't it be best to walk away now?
Press F. Only wanted the complimentary I'm sorry I was born stupid pin. It's just half. I'm gonna get everything back. Just you watch me. Nope. This is why I don't let Tifa gamble, by the way, because she would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Kaito inserted one coin after another, but a win never came.
Like, you know it's all a rip-off, but still.
Sunk cost fallacy.
Yep.
Not for me. No.
Damn.
This is my last coin.
I feel
This is where I'm
that.
gonna have my dramatic comeback. Just you watch. Kaito slid his last coin into the slot and with a determined stare pulled the lever. Right here!
Your intuition was totally wrong, Kaito. Man, I'm glad I built this casino. Watching suckers lose everything is hilarious.
He had it all and came crashing back down to earth.
Yep.
Yep. What a meteoric downfall. Damn it, I was set up. If only I'd stopped while I was ahead.
Just go vandalize some rooms. You're gonna
Just
be fine.
yeet. It's fine, you make money that way. You do hear a lot from people who have gambled away everything. They think they can win just a little bit more and end up destroying themselves.
Don't screw around.
I'm gonna quit gambling forever. You can bet on that. The perspective on his teeth was fucking with me. Yeah, they have some pretty amazing faces in this game. That is also typically what those people say. Yep. Goes hand in hand with I will never drink alcohol again. Treasure Hunter Monolith. Outlaw Run. It looks like I can't play this right now.
But you can play salmon fishing.
My mom and a friend said hi and one thought I was studying. Hi back.
Hi.
I hope they all get to win a round at
We're
least once.
totally not gambling.
Yes, they thought I was studying. Well, you are.
We count as studying. Like
Yes.
I said, we're very informative.
You are studying a German and a Dutch person in their natural habitat. So yes.
That is true. We do spend a lot of time in this room.
Yes, shockingly. Salmon fishing. It's a game where you fish for salmon. Maybe I'll try this one.
Oh, wait, it is actually your line. Would you like to play the game? I'll
Yes,
read
and
the
skip
rules.
the rules.
Okay, do one first.
Coins you bet will be multiplied depending on how well you score on salmon fishing. No, 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 no.
Do one. You could have just gone the other way. Instead, you decided to go.
I forgot I have to left click.
Water. These fish are all the same, aren't they?
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a green one.
No, that was a blue one.
I was quite sure it was green.
Okay, this is kind of cute.
What's that one?
Did you see a blue one?
No. There.
This was a red one or the one above?
Oh, I didn't see that. I was looking for blue.
Ah, I'm so good. Fuck.
That one's red.
Blue, red. Didn't see
Shit,
another
I didn't
blue
see a
one.
blue one.
Blue,
That one's
green, green, red,
Is there? Oh, there's a timer on this.
blue, red. Fuck.
Nice try.
Team fishing, nice. I'm so good. Immediately fucks up. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, ranked triple
Story
C.
of his life.
I doubled the money.
That is true.
Oh, we doubled the money. We did this together. Okay, this is not bad. As far as
Could
mini
be
games
worse.
go, this is kind of nice. On kind, it's impossible to lose coins, I think.
Oh, fair.
Mono slot. It looks like a slot machine game.
Can I play kind in real life?
Whenever you have to pay bills, that would be nice. But maybe I'll try this one.
Go for it.
But less gain. Okay.
I can live with that.
Always go max on these things. It's a slot machine thing. Higher difficulty unlocks later. Okay. Yeah, that was nothing. Let's do the one more.
Yeah. Does it use one coin each time?
I'm already addicted. I got so good at this, I played on hard max bets. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay, one more. Third time's the charm.
See, this is how it starts.
No, that's how it ends. Because I'm not you, Tifa.
Okay, all of those are slots as well. I guess we should come back
Alright.
here a little bit later when we unlocked more.
I hope we can do the racing game later.
Actually check the casino game there, just in case. But I think it's all the
It's
same.
also just a slot game.
Fair enough.
We checked out everything here.
Yep.
No, we haven't checked out the skills. Checking out skills? Thank you. Welcome to the Kaito Momoto experience. Look, Tifa, it has a thing that says skills. Envious influence. Ooh, those are expensive. Laser beam. Point blank. Okay. Initial A.
Mwah.
Not
Could be
bad.
handy.
Handy indeed. Increases the size of slashers. I will need this.
2000.
And you can change your notebook with this. Can we already pick a Kaede one? Yes, we can. Why is hers 10,019? I feel like there's a reason for that.
Casino stream eventually? Maybe after we unlocked everything.
We could.
If the games are fun? Hell yeah.
Think we've seen everything for now. Welcome to your premiere Danganronpa gambling stream. Okay.
Now we still need to find a place for the ocarina.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Check le map.
Le map.
Le map?
Gotta grind for the key of love.
Heck
Yes, we do.
yeah. Oh, now you can teleport, by the way.
Okay, somewhere here. I'm guessing around here because there's a yellow spot.
Oh, we haven't seen that thing yet.
This is just like in a Zelda game. We didn't even play the song.
I really thought you had to. Oh, maybe you still have to.
The vine suddenly withered. The ivy withered in seconds. What remarkable technology.
To be honest, I can do it too, I just need to touch it.
It's true.
It's like, poof,
We're
plants are
not
dead.
good at plans.
Ah, we can get in! We can go in from there, right?
Also,
And Fodi's getting out.
yes. Happy Firearmed.
Schön found.
Was the only thing stopping them really a bunch of leaves?
Oh yeah,
It's kind of weak.
it was closed. Like completely. Do you know how sturdy vines are?
No?
They're sturdy.
Okay. I'll believe you. I don't have much experience in jungles such as this one.
Go enjoy your deserved freedom, Fodi.
Yes. Sturdy! Yes. You intend to go inside? That course of action seems dangerous.
I was like, where are they going?
Why are
But
we
it's
looking
like,
at her
okay.
knees? But I
It's-
get it now.
Are they seriously that tiny?
Yes.
No, it's not dangerous. There's just a pool in there.
That is dangerous. Pool.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a pool. Schools and pools are inseparable. My
Say that-
school didn't have a pool.
Neither did mine. Say that 10 times fast.
Schools and pools are inseparable. Schools and pools are inseparable. Schools and pools are inseparable.
That's enough.
That's right.
I said 10, but I meant 3.
You thought I would fuck up on the second one.
I was hoping.
24-hour convenience stores and blonde hooligans are also inseparable. Do they need to be blonde?
Over here, hooligans generally are bald. Not because they lost all of their hair, but because they shaved it off.
Yeah, it's like Nazis and hooligans go hand in hand.
We're skinheads. Yeah. Trouble with a capital T that rhymes with P that stands for pool. Toy boat 3 times fast.
Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Blah, blah, blah.
Turbo, turbo.
Turbo, turbo.
Sorry, that reference is lost on too many people.
Music Man? No, I'm sorry.
No. There is this great series of very small clips, I guess. What's the thing called? Klabauter? Something?
Kabouter Wesley.
We need to link that in Discord.
I would share it, but it's in Vlaams, not even Dutch. It's like in Belgium.
It's a Belgian dialect, kind of. Anyway, even if you don't speak Dutch or Vlaams, there's one part where the gnome, kabouter means gnome, meets a sunflower, and they talk about the things those gnomes talk about for a moment. And then I think the sunflower teaches him, if you say turbo turbo, you make the person you speak to catch on fire, because the kabouter is an asshole and he wants to do that. And then he does it, and then he catches fire. It's funnier if you understand it and you see it for yourself. I'm gonna link it in Discord later.
Yeah, but they wouldn't understand it. It's not funny if you don't get it.
I'll see if I can find a version of subtitles in English. The Music Man, anyone? Oof, classic musical.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Detour.
That's wonderful.
Wonderful explanation.
Thank you.
You stupid.
I guess we're all kind of afraid of Monodam now because he killed Monokid.
Sort of.
I don't know why being praised by the guy who killed our bro makes you so happy.
And they're gone. Bye. What should we do? There may be a pool, but we're not going in for the swim, are we?
But if it's not dangerous, then maybe we should take a look. It is never bad to have too much information. It
Very
depends.
true. And I shall all give you some information as well.
If you teach a monkey how to climb, it will start throwing coconuts.
Important information.
Okay, so too much information can hurt you. That's actually on point for the thing that's happening right now. Shocking.
It kind of is. See? Dutch wisdom never fails.
It does. Yes, I suppose you're right. Time to...
I'm kind of disappointed we didn't have to play a song
No.
on the ocarina.
Okay, you should not jump from that thing with that little water in the pool.
Nope. This looks like a really nice pool though.
It looks absolutely amazing, yes, but
Monkey wisdom never fails. That is very true.
factually accurate, yes. This doesn't look like a normal school pool, more like a pool at a resort. There isn't that much water in it. Aren't pools usually filled up more?
At least
High dive into 3 foot of water, yes.
it's safe. Besides the diving.
Shouldn't jump in.
Wow! I've always dreamed of swimming in a fancy pool like some big shot celebrity. Too bad I don't know how to swim.
Shocking. Then I suppose that dream is pretty far away. It's not necessarily a dream of mine, but swimming with everyone does sound fun. If I tried to swim, I would just sink. And that one is even farther.
See, I told you he was gonna die at some point by someone executing him or drowning him or something.
Sinking doesn't mean he would die from it.
I feel like he would.
Or he can just walk out.
But
And
that is
clearly-
really low. Also, if I fall in here, I probably wouldn't even be able to get out.
This is The Sims all over. Huh? Gotta do the normal tourist thing and yeet all of these things.
I'm sorry, but everyone has done that in Sims. Kill their sim in the tub.
Yes.
Oh, wait, check the rules after.
Oh, I already clicked this.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, a gym window, huh? That window must be the gym's window. It looks like the one that was in the gym.
So this is connected to the gym, okay.
I suppose that means the gym and the pool area are connected.
It's pretty standard for a school to have the gym and the pool area near to each other.
Not over here. It's time to start thinking about items and special scenes now. Oh, okay.
But we do have a lot of items.
Are they items that we can just buy or get from the casino? Because then we can plan around that. If there are items we need to unlock somehow, then that's less likely with us.
Well, let's also do a bit of gacha. We have quite a lot already.
True. I built 4 walls around them to create tombstones in specific places. That's one way to do it. From the gacha. Alright.
That's smart. Never actually tried that.
See about that.
Right.
But I think the pool can be moved to a much larger area. Removing it. There's plenty of land in the courtyard. What about there?
Who moves a pool?
Especially if you can't swim. Why should we move it?
There's one right after this. Not sure if you have an item. What item do we need and when do we need it? Do we need it right now? Because we can have a look. If you happen to know about it.
Well, it could be too late to already get it.
78. Alright. Don't have it.
Everywhere parasol. Nope. Unfortunately not.
If we leave now, can we still do the thing or is it already too late? Also, I cannot get over the fact that that looks like Hajime to me.
I feel like it could.
You need it when you go back into the school after this.
Then it's probably too late. Well, you can try teleporting to where the gacha thing is. Maybe you can dodge whatever's gonna happen.
We could try that. You can go through a menu, okay.
Oh, true. It's something usually has a directing too.
It's a large diving board. This is also something you would find at a resort. It looks kind of high-tech for that. This looks like a storage room. I peeked inside and discovered all manner of pool supplies in here. It is fully stocked with kickboards, water polo balls, and even sturdy rubber inner tubes.
By the way,
Perhaps I can float if I inflate them and attach them all over my body.
Yes.
I think you would look like that tire company's mascot. That's how I looked like as a baby.
We should totally try that.
The Michelin Man.
Go to the menu.
First we check the rules. Some pool areas are posted. Oh my god. Some pool rules are posted here. There's one that I find peculiar. So swimming is prohibited at nighttime?
That's the one you worry about?
Fody, be happy I said areas. If it was her, she would have said areolas.
What? I would not have.
Mm-hmm. That's right, no one's allowed to swim during nighttime.
It'd be terrible if someone died due to an unfortunate nighttime swimming accident.
That's gonna happen, isn't it? We need used to die in the killing game.
You can visit the pool at nighttime, but even touching the water is against the rules. In case you slip and fall and then drown, I guess. I guess I'll add it to the existing regulations, just in case. Oh, and school regulations have been updated.
Thank you, System Sound. Anyway, why is the pool's water level so low? It's barely enough to swim.
what are you saying?
What the hell are you saying? You get gaping holes instead of eyes or something?
That's right.
There's enough water to swim. It only looks shallow because the pool is so deep.
That's a weak excuse.
And someone would be more likely to drown if we filled it up all the way.
Ryoma is gonna drown, isn't he?
And that's that.
I don't think so.
He's the only one that would not be able to stand in this with his head outside of the water.
That remains of a
People have drowned in puddles.
Yeah, true. They put a lot of thought into some strange things.
They did have a swimming pool in Danganronpa 2. Actually, they even swam because there's a whole scene where you have like everyone swimming, having fun, playing in the pool.
Yeah,
And there was no problem there.
correct. Wonderful explanation, everyone.
What? Really? I'm so happy to hear you say that.
You stupid.
Did you forget that he killed Mono Kid? You should hate his guts.
He's very... Screw Mono Kid. I always hated him.
Okay.
He was violent, vulgar, rude to the shop clerks, and had a soft spot for abandoned kitties.
Abandoned. Why'd that sound like praise near the end?
So long, farewell.
Why the hardline against it now? So weird. Yep. Anyway, no swimming at nighttime. That's okay. I wasn't planning on swimming. There are also some specifications written here. The pool is 82 feet in length and is 39 feet wide. The pool side is 13 feet on each end, and the left and right sides are 8 feet each.
Go to the gotcha.
That sounds awfully
Gotcha.
specific. Can we leave? Still something bothering me. Oh yeah, we haven't talked to people. Actually, Danganronpa 1 had a pool too. I never thought about that. It did. Yes, that is where Hero was. That's where we found Hero in the paper cardboard cutout robot suit back then.
Oh yeah, true.
At the moment we went into the pool area the first time, I even said back then, oh, somebody's gonna drown. And then that never happened.
That is true.
There was also a picture from back in their school days where everyone was playing around in the pool.
Fair.
This doesn't look like a normal school pool. What? I clicked on her.
No, now you did.
Listen up.
If there's a fancy pool here, then there must be swimsuits here too.
Huh? Are you positive?
Of course. There'd be no point having this pool here otherwise.
Well, I suppose that's true, but...
So where are the swimsuits? I only saw extra school uniforms back at the dorm.
That's true. All the closets seem to contain a spare uniforms.
Not anymore.
If there were any swimsuits, I suppose they'd be in the warehouse.
How scandalous! They're in a place that degenerate males have easy access to.
I don't really think that's a problem.
I get it.
You're the worst of the worst.
Degenerates only care about used swimsuits or ones that girls are wearing, don't they? If that's the case, then the swimsuits in the warehouse are definitely safe.
Yeah, let's leave it at that, why don't we?
I somehow doubt that's what's bothering him.
I wonder if a day will ever come when I can swim with everyone.
Kibo, I was wondering. If you fall off a boat, or if you fell off a boat and sank to the bottom, would you be stuck living under the sea, breathe a rock, or in a pineapple?
Breathe a rock.
Beneath a rock, sorry. Under the sea.
Welcome to SpongeBob, everybody.
He lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Kibo,
robot.
What?
No.
And I believe that before you'd get too deep, your body would be crushed by the pressure. Super nice thing to tell somebody, by the way.
But that would also happen to a human.
Yeah, if you keep sinking at a deep enough place, yes, but still. Anyway. Please don't say such scary things, both of you. I'll never set foot on a boat. Aw, poor guy. What is still bothering us? We've checked this, we've checked the pool.
Maybe the rules again.
I guess. Some pool rules are posted here. There's
Okay.
one that I
You
find
can skip.
peculiar.
We already...
Swimming pool is prohibited during nighttime. Do not die from a leg cramp. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Do not die from slipping. Do not die from choking on your food.
Those are
Warning
legit rules.
here.
Okay, so it wasn't that.
How dare you die? Now we gotta kill you. Yeah. Pool entrance, I guess?
But that's where you...
I wish I had such detailed answers to my more important questions.
Yeah, which are those questions? You check the warehouse.
Talk to her again?
I wonder if they're in the warehouse though. I should look for them later.
But Tenko, you can't swim.
No, we checked the diving board already.
There is no diving board.
The plank thing. Yeah, we had that.
What the?
What are we missing?
I'm confused.
We checked the window as well because that's where they said it was next to the gym. And the closet, we spoke about the items they have there, like to make you float.
Yeah. If I ever get the chance to ride a boat, I will wear a state-of-the-art flotation device. Let's check this thing again, because...
That's when we spoke about the pool equipment. Do the detective eyes things again.
Let's check the window again.
Yeah, we did that one.
Yeah. That's a
No,
reliable.
no, it's not. Here we talk about moving the pool to
Oh,
the
yeah.
yard or
I
to
still
the
don't
thingy.
know. Oh my
Oh,
god.
there's another window. Didn't see that one.
This window must be one of the school buildings. Yes, what else would it be? I remember all of the windows being sealed off, but this window in particular looks like a normal window. What room does it belong to?
Anyone could peep through that window.
Peep? Who would do that?
I heard degenerate males get more turned on by girls in swimsuits than by girls who are naked. And they go bonkers over the bloomers we wear over our panties that we wear over our privates. What are girls supposed to do against the filthy desires of degenerate males?
No.
I think you may be overreacting a little.
Oh, Kibo, are you a degenerate male or a girl? Which is it?
Good question. I've honestly never thought about it before. Really? How interesting. I suppose I did just assume he was a he, but Kibo's a robot, so...
Oh, we did talk about his penis.
We did talk plenty about his potential penises, yes. Non-binary Kibo, heck yeah.
But true, he never confirmed.
Yes. Suppose this is all for a pool area. I still have other places to investigate.
Okay, now don't leave yet. Go to the gacha and try to get that item first.
Map.
I think you go through the menu, not the map, but menu.
Oh, like that, as in save, quit to the title screen and then do it. Yeah. I'm not smart.
Because otherwise you still enter the building and probably trigger whatever could happen.
True. But how about we do that off screen, because we also should slowly head to bed. Oh wait, I would look this up.
I can agree, but I do say we do the gacha on stream.
That's exactly the opposite of what I just said. Thank you, Tifa.
No, I mean we can go to bed now, but I thought you meant go do the gacha like offline.
What? What are you trying to say?
To not stream it. I thought that's what you were saying.
Yes. Home planet. This is where I would like to send Tifa to.
But I mean we don't have to do it now.
So you mean next time?
Yeah, we could do that. That's what I said.
Wow. That would have made sense if you had said it that way. You know, normal people would say, oh, then let's just do that next time.
Yeah, but you're the one that was like, oh, I'm gonna do it off stream. Always gonna do the gacha.
How many coins do I need to throw into this thing?
Ooh.
Wait, if I add enough coins, the thingy happens. Should I?
Go a bit less. So that you just reach 0. No!
No! Alright, fine. I'm not doing it.
See, this is why you do it
It's a waste.
online.
Alright,
Cufflinks.
lucky chance.
Monkey's paw.
Give me items I don't already have.
What was it? Umbrella? Music score?
I say we do the rest next time.
That is a good plan. I'm
Unless-
willing to do it while we're on the just chatting next time.
While I'm doing the recap that you messed up.
Also fine. I don't care when.
Think that's a good idea. We save the game in the meantime. I am back at the point where it feels like we haven't done
Oh.
anything in terms of progress.
You now have 2
But we
saves
have.
for the same day.
That's okay. I always go to the last one anyway. There we go. A weird pop-up suddenly appeared from Nvidia. You need to play a supported game for this feature. I closed the game.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I mean, you explored the new areas. That was the last one, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I know we did stuff, but also at the same time, nothing really happened. So,
To progress, no, not really.
Yes.
We just saw the remaining of the school.
Yeah, not necessarily in terms of like story development, kind of. We just found more of a school, which will make, hopefully, will make the recap on Friday much shorter for you, because there isn't really much you can screw up now.
Well, that is true, but I do feel like for us, we made progress.
That we did. That we did indeed.
Just saying.
Tifa, how about you go find us somebody to raid?
I can have a look.
Oh yeah.
I can look. How about we go raid Skinner?
Oh, what's he playing? Near Automata.
Near Automata. Automata.
Near a tomato.
I'll take it.
I love Skinner, but typing his name for the raid is annoying because I keep wanting to write it with an S. And that's not how you spell it. So let me set this up.
That is fair.
And well, let's go. Thank you for the stream. See you next time. Thank you all for being here. Tifa, press the button. Thank you all for hanging out with us and having fun. We'll be back on Friday with more Danganronpa V3. Hopefully doing some more stuff. Bye.